Yo 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? What's happening, peeps? How we doing, man? How we feeling on this wonderful Friday night? How is it going? What's happening, man? What is really good out here in YouTube land? How we doing, man? How we doing? What's popping, y'all? The bye week, no games this week, so we got a lot of time to just shoot the shit, as they say. So I guess this will be a shoot the it type of Waffle House, man. We just come on here and talk about a few things. But yeah, how we doing, man? As y'all come in, make sure that you do hit that like button for me, man. Smash the like button for us. Help us jump out of here in this algorithm. We got Coach in the crib. What's going on, Coach? How you doing tonight, bro? Well. I guess the health department decided to open up the Waffle House. Yeah, man, they lifted their ban. So we are back right now. We are back in effect. Health department, they gave us a clean bill of health. Told us we can open back up. Got our liquor license back. So we back in his house. What's happening with you, Coach? Cool C is in the building. What's up, tall dog? Cool C checking in. What's happening, Cool C? How you doing tonight, bro? What's popping? What is going on, brother, man? We also got Shotty Red on the track. What's happening with you, Red? How we doing tonight, bro? How we doing tonight? How we doing? Yeah, but yeah, get to it, man. Let's get to it. Not sure how long we'll be on tonight. Didn't even really plan on doing the Waffle House, to be honest, tonight. But with the Jamal Anderson situation on Twitter, man, especially with us having a bye week, I just felt it was necessary to come on here and just talk about that. Just come on here and talk about, Jamal Anderson. Did y'all see that all day on Twitter, man? Did y'all see that? And Red checking in, 404 in the house, Southwest Atlanta in full effect. Shout out to the whole SWATs in this thing. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia in this thing. Big 404 energy in this thing. Yeah, y'all make sure to drop them area codes in the chat also, man. Do appreciate that. But getting back to Jamal Anderson. Did y'all see that on Twitter earlier today? Jamal Anderson spazzing out, going all the way in on the Falcons, man. I mean, he was going in on the Falcons all day long. Jada in the house, or Jada is in the house, as your title. What's going on? I hope I pronounced your name right. How you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through tonight. What's going down? Ray Ellison is in the building. What's up, Titus? 706 in the building. Edison, Georgia in this thing. Shout out to Edison GA. What river is that runs through Edenton? Ray, what body of water is that runs through Edenton, Georgia? I know they got a big is it a national park or a state park in Edenton? I forget the name, but I know it started with an O. And I'm into let me give y'all some of my weirdness. But I'm into Lake Sinclair and Lake Oconee. Is that Oconee? It's something down there. It's something in Edenton. Is it a forest? A forest? Is it a big forest down there? It's something in Edenton, like a big forest or something in Edenton. The reason I know, because give y'all my weirdness. Like, I be into like foraging mushrooms, not no psychedelic mushrooms. I mean mushrooms that you can actually eat, especially during chanterelle season, which is normally around springtime. That's a mushroom that grows in the springtime. And they're delicious. I'm a big mushroom eater, and I like the forest mushrooms. So I was gonna go to Edenton to try to forage some chanterelles this year, but I didn't make it down there. So God willing, I'll be able to get down there next chanterelle season Right now, lion's manes mushrooms are right now in season. Um, chick, chicken of the woods is in season also. Oyster mushrooms in season. But yeah, that's like my nerdy side, man. I'm into mushrooms. I'm a big mushroom cat. So, but I plan to go into Edison next year to get some chanterelles. It was a bad season. It was a bad year in 2024 for chanterelle mushrooms because we had such a drought. It wasn't a lot of rain this spring and this summer, and it was bad on the mushrooms. But getting back to football, Ray says Rock Eagle is here too. Shout out to Rock Eagle, Oconee, Tonio in the building. What's going on, Tonio? 2 eggs and grits, pick it up. 404 in his house. Shout out to Colin Pog and this thing. What's going on, CP? 404 here repping hard as usual. 404 too strong. Lake Oconee. Yeah, I went to where else I went this year? I went to Indian Creek, went to High Falls. I hit some local trails around here also. I hit quite a few trails this year, man. Also, man, I'm starting to get into hiking too. That's another thing that I picked up this year. I started hiking a little bit. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I did until this year. I never thought I would hike. Never, ever. That's nothing that ever came across like my mind. So, I want to go hiking, but I got into it like early, like around springtime this year, and I realized why people hike. It's well, first, I mean, it's exercise. It's good for your body, but it's good for your mind and your spirit too, man. I never thought that hiking could be so peaceful and could do so much for like your mental, because you be out there surrounded in all that nature, man, and it's cool. It's really cool. I went and bought me 2 hiking sticks this year, some hiking gear. So next year I really plan on cranking it up. But yeah, that was like my kick this year. I got into hiking, man, and like I'm not like an outdoors person. I'm not real big into adventures or nothing, but you get out there in the woods, you get out there amongst all that nature, man. It really does something for the spirit. So I see why it's been so popular, for so long. And I plan to do a lot more hiking, next year. Not sure how much I'll be doing it this winter because I don't like cold weather. Don't like cold weather, but there are a lot of falls that I want to hit. Northern Georgia, Tennessee, Dahlonega. Well, Tennessee part, I have to do that with a group, probably. Because see, the thing about hiking in Tennessee, they got a lot of damn bears in Tennessee, and I'm not that I'm not at that level yet. Where I want to go out there and see some bears. I ain't at that level. Now some foxes and some deers and rabbits. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool. We start talking about bears and stuff. I just ain't got there yet. So I might just have to keep it in Georgia for right now. You know what I'm saying? Unless I go in a group. But I did join a lot of hiking groups on Facebook, and they do a lot of group hiking. And hiking is real. I live in middle Georgia. I'm about hour and 40 minutes from downtown Atlanta, But all y'all know I'm in the Macon, Georgia area, right below Griffin. But the city of Atlanta, man, they do a lot of hiking in Atlanta. It's a big hiking community. So I'm gonna sign up and start doing some of the hiking trips with some of the hiking groups that I've joined. But that's been my kick, man. I got into hiking, man. It's fun. I downloaded all trails. It keep track of your hike, how far you go, your elevation, all that good stuff. So yeah, I really got into it, man, and I enjoy it. So if you've never been hiking and you've always thought about doing it, do it. I'm telling y'all, But trust me, I was one of them cats like, man, I'm not finna go in nobody damn woods by myself. No, sir. I ain't finna go in no, I ain't going to nobody woods because I might not come out. You know what I'm saying? I was always one of them people. But man, it is nature is beautiful, and it does a lot for the mind, the spirit too, man. So you ever thought about doing it? Go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and do it. You know. But let's get back to let's get back to what we came here for. Coach said not from ATL, but I never hear anyone in here rep College Park. Do I kind of live there or something? Is that not Atlanta? College Park is our kind definitely are in College Park. Very deep in College Park. You know, College Park, I guess you would consider that like native Atlantans. Like you'd have to pretty much say, I'm from College Park. But let's say if you out of state or something, so where you talking to somebody from out of state, they ask you where you from, you say I'm from Atlanta because it's just easier that way. But I'm sure the native Atlanteans can explain that to you. Ben, I can. Ray said, yeah, the forest is here too. Yeah, I plan on coming to the forest, man. You know, I'm trying to I'll probably come there around springtime of 2025. Try to find some chanterelles, or maybe some mural mushrooms, which are in season in March. Looking forward to those also. Tonio said he live in College Park. Ray says Tonio just rep College Park. Coney National Forest. That's it. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. Millie Mills in the building. What's going on, brother? How we doing tonight, Millie? What's happening? Ray said he used to stay at College Park. Okay, so shot College Park in this thing. Ray says Lake Oconee is an Edison, Greensboro line, and Lake Sinclair is on Edison, Millersville line. Yeah, I actually for my work, I had drove to Greensboro one time to meet somebody about my work, and I drove by Lake Sinclair. That's a nice area, Lake Sinclair. They got a lot of nice houses that sit off on the lake too. It's real nice out there. Not a whole lot to do, like in Millersville, in Edenton, Greensboro, but you know, if you want to settle down, you know, that if you're in that chapter of your life, those are some nice places to be. Red says, Toddy, you must have a new girlfriend, a new Euro girlfriend. No, not at all, man, not at all. The one that's in the back right there, she probably coming and knife me up about something like that. But no, man, I just got into it, bro. It just happened by chance, and I love that shit, man. I love that shit. Like I say, I was always one of the cats like, bro, I'm not gonna be going to nobody woods with no insects, with no animals. No, it ain't about to happen. But once I started doing it, man, that shit's dope, man. It's really, really dope. It's really dope. I'm gonna come hit some of the spots in Atlanta and do some hiking trails up there too. Racism. My first time hiking was in South Korea. It was amazing. Very peaceful, man. That's what surprised me. I'm telling you, like, you got a lot on your mind, like you real stressed out. Stressed out. You just take your hike and see, like, I was always like super ignorant to hiking. Now I'm still learning about hiking. I'm not trying to act like I'm some experienced hiker, but I was always ignorant to hiking. I just thought it was like you go out there, the woods or the mountains, and you sitting there, you hiking up some steep hill or some steep mountain for like 10, 15, 20 miles. But that's part of it too. But you can go hike for half a mile. You can go hike for a mile. Go hike for a mile and a half, 2 miles. It ain't got to be nothing long and extravagant. And that's kind of the stage I'm at. I'm not doing no real long hikes, half a mile, mile and a half, 2 miles. But it is pretty dope, man. It's something different, something different. Brian, what's going on, bro? Just got home 404, and I shout out to the whole 404 in this thing. 404 repping strong as usual. Tony is College Park in Union City for years. Raymond Collins in the house. What's up, Raymond? 912 in the building. What's poppin'? Shout out to the entire 912 in this thing. What's going on? Cole said, yeah, I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that before he said that. I didn't know College Park with College Park. Again, I'm not from ATL, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Atlanta's kind of Atlanta, what's a good way to say it? Atlanta is kind of, it's territorial in a sense. You know, you got like Decatur, you know, Lithonia, Eastport. You got all the surrounding suburbs, Cobb County, Gwinnett County. And like I say, if you're a native, you know, you expect to say, like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? But like if you're talking to somebody like out of state or whatever, and you say, okay, you can be from Riverdale. Somebody say, where you from? You say, oh, I'm from Atlanta. It's okay because it just makes it makes sense to do that. So, you know, like I said, Atlanta is just, when you talk about the city of Atlanta, then you talk about Metro Atlanta. Because I think the city of Atlanta, the population is probably only about maybe 560,000, something like that. But when you're talking about the entire Metro Atlanta, I think it's about 8 million. So that goes to show you what really makes up Metro Atlanta, and you know what really makes up the city of Atlanta. Sheen, what's going on, brother? Says focus tight. Don't try to, man. I done got all off track, man. Yeah, let's get back to football. Wallace in the house says, what's good with your tight end? I'm repping the 912. Shout out to the 912. What's going on, brother James? Yeah, man, hiking. I wish I had my hiking stick in here. I show it to y'all, but it's in my car. That's what I'm at with. I keep my hiking stick in my car. And if I got some free time and I go by a trail, I'm gonna get out and do something. I'm gonna get out and hike that trail. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out and hike that trail, bro. I'm telling you, man, that shit be so peaceful, man. Y'all try it at least one time. Try it at least. If I'm hiking, anybody can hike, man. Tony said I got locked up in Griffin coming back from Freaknik in 2000. They hot your ass down there. Yeah, Griffin is what county is Griffin? Is that Lamar County? That Spalding? It's like right there before you get to Locust Grove and McDonald, right before you get to Henry County. I think Joe DeBreeze is from Griffin, right? Hashim says focus, bro. Shrooms and hiking focus. Not the psychedelic shrooms, man. Like the mushrooms that you actually put on the table, you put in a pot, you cook them, and you know you put them in a meal. Not that psychedelic shrooms. None of that. Not those kind of shrooms. Coach says once we get hiking, you have to come to VA and hit up the Blue Ridge National Forest. Oh, I'm down for it, bro. It's the best part of the Appalachian Mountains from Charlottesville to Lynchburg. Gorgeous in September through November. I'm down for that. Hey, man, I'm a hiker now, so I'm down for any kind of hiking, dog. You know, I gotta kind of look and see what the trail look like, because we got some bears in the trail. I have to go out there with a group, dog. I ain't got to that part yet where I just, you know, go out there with them bears, be by myself. But I'm definitely down for it, man. That sounds like a road trip for real. Raymond says, bring you down here in rural South Georgia as my fam says in the 912. Yeah, shout out to the country part of Georgia. Rural Georgia also. Cochran, Millersville, Sandersville, Vienna. Shit. No doubt. Larry in the building from the Dixie Way. Shout out to the Dixie Way. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Dixie Way here on YouTube. Also, the best in-game commentary in the business. Larry says, did Jamal Anderson phone get hacked, Toddy? If you come up here in North Georgia, you better have a pistol hike in North Georgia for bears and mountain lions. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I would hate to have to put down an animal. That's why I say I have to be experienced to get to that point. Like you say, North Georgia, Tennessee, a lot of bears there, and I sure ain't trying to come across no mountain lion. So you know, I got to work my way to that part. You know, I just, like I say, I keep the smaller trails that I do right now, anywhere from half a mile to 2 miles. You know, what most I'm gonna run into is maybe a fox, and you know they ain't trying to do nothing to you. But I heard, you know, I'm not, you know, a bear expert or anything, but they say that bears have a natural fear of humans. Is that true? You know, I knock on wood. I don't want to run into one, and you know, but they say bears have a natural fear of humans. I don't know how true that is. Denise in the house is what's up, Tyler? Ripping at 757 in the ATL. Shout out to the 757. The whole entire 757. Shout out to you, Denise. What's going on? Ray said it's amazing. I remember when Georgia had only 2 area codes, 404 and 912. Yeah, we used to be 912 in middle Georgia. Yep, and now shoot, it's probably with about 7, 8, or 9 different area codes now, man. I do remember them days. Larry says College Park is the airport area. That is definitely true. Red says ain't been hiking since I was in California. And ironically, Toddy, I was with an ex-girlfriend. And see, this is my first time going this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was newbie to hiking. I was a virgin of hiking. But I love it, man. You know, she don't be want to go hiking. I try to get her to go hiking. She ain't with that. But I go out there by myself, man. You know, I just had me a good time, bro. A lot of solitude out there. A lot of it gives you an opportunity to just soak everything up that may be on your mind, or maybe you want to go out there and reevaluate your goals or your life. It's just a good place for good energy and to think. You know what I mean? At least it is for me. You know, like I say, you're surrounded by nothing but nature. You're hearing nothing but nature. So it's a place that you can do a lot of productive thinking. You know, get your mind right. So that's one reason that I do like it a lot. Wallace is tired. I did enough walking in the woods when I was stationed in the Marines in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and overseas. Oh yeah, I know you did a hell of a lot there. I know you did. And happy late Veterans Day to you, Wallace. Red says, damn, Todd, you wanna group for the bears? You gonna endanger others because you scared? Don't mess with me. I won't mess with you, Mr. Bell. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't mess with me, I won't mess with you, because I sure ain't coming to do nothing to you. I'm not into hunting, so I ain't trying to hunt no bears. I'm just trying to get back to the house, man. I'm just trying to get back to the house. So I said, last time I went hiking, I had a 120-pound rucksack on my back for 25 miles at Fort C. Okay, so military. Yeah, see, y'all, see, you know, I wasn't in the military, so y'all who was in the military, like, you know, I'm way behind the curve with y'all. You know, y'all done did all this stuff, so I'm way behind the curve. Let's see. Larry says, so you think Jimmy Lake needs to hike to clear his mind? He might need to. I might need to hit up Jimmy Lake, man. Let's see if we can go find us a hiking trail in Alpharetta, maybe Sandy Springs. That might be good for Jimmy Lake. Me and him get out there, get us a little hike on, clear his mind. It might be a good thing. Cole said, no, Larry, he needs to go play in traffic. Banging on Jimmy Lake. Red says, damn, Tyler, why you wanna group for the Bears? I think, did I read that? Gonna endanger all others because you're scared of yoga. And, oh, yeah, I'm scared of bears, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you, bro. I am scared of bears, bro. Who ain't scared of bears? Who not scared of bears, bro? Millie Mill says, go FAAFO then. What that mean? You gotta give me the abbreviation for that. I don't know what that means. Jada says, Jimmy Lake's a national security threat to the Falcons. Okay. May have to call it a military unit. Tony said that shit ain't true because don't white folks get ate up messing with yoga about. Man, I know y'all seen this. Speaking again, eating by bears. Did y'all see the guy who befriended bears? I forget where he was at. It might have been Australia or something like that. I can't remember. But he would go spend months with bears, and he thought he was like a member of the bears, or member of their pack. I don't know what you call a bunch of bears. I just say pack. But he would go out there with his camera. But long story short, they end up mauling him and his girlfriend. And rest in peace to both of them. But the bears ended up killing them. That story was kind of always fascinating to me. I watched it on YouTube a few times. I'm sure it's probably still on YouTube also as well. Larry said the city of Atlanta is 2 million, I think. You sure about that, Larry? I don't even think they didn't hit 1 million. I'm talking about the actual city. The city of Atlanta. Within the city limits. I don't think it's that high. But definitely fact check me on that, please. Jada, I hope I'm saying your name right. Jada, I'd rather have Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith in Pittsburgh doing this thing. Red says, have you seen the Revenant tidy with Leo DiCaprio? Man, I ain't seen that, bro. you know I ain't seen that. Don't think the bears are scared of humans unless we talking cartoons. It's Wallace around. Leave Wallace alone. But I did read that, Red. Maybe not grizzly bears, but like the regular other type of bears, like what, black or brown bears. I've seen somewhere that they have a natural fear of humans, and they really are going to, most times than not, they really will only attack if they feel threatened or if their cubs, or if they feel like their cubs are threatened. They just I'd rather have Arthur Smith call defensive plays than Jimmy Lake. He's an offensive guy. Dixon Larry said the metro county's area is 8 to 10 million. Yeah. I know they're around 8 to 10 million. You're absolutely right. MREs. I remember my uncle when he was in the military, he would bring us MREs when we was kids, and we would sit there and eat them. That shit was cool as hell to me, man. Super cool to me. Okay. I don't want to find out, dog. I'm good with that. Yeah. Him and his girl got ate. I remember that. Yeah. That was crazy, man. Y'all remember who was the other animal guy? I think he got killed by a stingray. What's his name? Steve Irwin, I think. He ended up getting killed by a stingray. And I think his daughter does what he used to do now. I think his daughter does it. So she continuing the family tradition. That's pretty cool. Dixon West is tired. They don't walk the same trail all the time. If there's a mountain lion in your area, they will see you and you'll never know they are in your area until they attack. Bears ain't scared of us. See, I'm hoping I never come across one of those, bro. That's why I say, like, certain areas I would have to go with a group. You know what I'm saying? I have to go with a group, where enough people packing something, you know what I mean? In case you really got to defend yourself. But I would never, like, I can't say never. Right now, at my experience level, I don't think I'd ever go into a trail such as that. Where those animals are prevalent by myself. I'll go with a group at that point. And there's a lot of groups out there too, man. There's a bunch of groups. There's like 2 or 3 groups that are based out of Atlanta. Big Bank from Duct Tape, he has a group. So it's becoming, I won't say trendy, but it's becoming more popular. Says Ray says, Todd, I ate beat up in Alaska. Darren, there was like, oh, you ate a bear in Alaska. Damn, they're like ground beef. Nah, Ray, your country ass. I ain't never ate no bear, man. That's some country shit, bro. I ain't never ate no bear, bro. Said it tastes like ground beef. Larry said, wild hogs in your area and they're scared of humans, but not bears. I've seen a big wild hog that got hit by a car or something. It was roadkill on the road about 2 years ago. Big old hog too, man. Never seen a hog that big. Big as big as I don't know what, bro. That shit was huge. Steve Irvin, yeah, thank you. His daughter, his son and daughter are just like him. Yeah, Steve Irvin. I used to like to watch him when I was younger. Jada says Jimmy Lake be looking confused on the sidelines. Shoot, the whole team be looking confused sometimes. Unfortunately, dog. Cole said no, he kind of killed himself. He yanked the barb out of his chest and bled out instead of keeping it there until he got to the hospital. I did not know that. I did not know that. Did not know that at all. Tony said the Wild Hog would tell you. I've heard they got that now. Now that's something we do got down here in Minnesota. There's a lot of wild hogs down here, bro. A lot of wild hogs. But yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to this Jamal Anderson situation. Yeah, I'm about to drop the link in a moment if anybody want to come up. Let's get to this Jamal Anderson situation. I want to see what y'all think about this. Give me a second. Let me pull up his tweets. Give me just a moment to pull this up. Just a second here. Because he crashed all the way out on the Falcons today, y'all. I mean, all the way out. This is the first tweet he sent out. This was started. This is a picture, as I'm sure y'all seen them advertising the Outcast hoodies, the collaboration hoodies that Outcast and the Falcons did. So this was the tweet that set it off, right? Jamal Anderson, former Atlanta Falcons quarterback, says, this was not sent to me by the Falcons. I paid for this. Unlike Matt Ryan, who got this for free, the Falcons are literally the worst organization that you could be a part of. And that is why they're in the situation they are in right now. So that was his first tweet. You know, he says, unlike Matt Ryan, he paid for this. Saying Matt Ryan got it for free. He called Falcons the worst organization and said, this is why we are in the situation that we are in right now at this time. Now, after that, he just really started going in on the Falcons, y'all. And we're gonna go through some more of his tweets right now. Now he did eventually delete that tweet. He sent out this tweet right here. He says, I literally don't even post on X. They talked to me this entire time about posting on X, or I have somebody that I fired who had my password who lost their mind. If you follow me, you know I barely post on this website. So let's stop right there first. He said he barely posts on this website, but you had a post just before that on November 19th. You got 3 tweets on November 10th. No, you got 4 tweets on November 10th. Posted a picture of yourself on November 10th. Then you posted again on November 8th, November the 5th, when Quincy Jones passed away. Rest in peace, Quincy Jones. November 5th, you posted a picture of yourself. November 1st, October 31st, October 29th, October 28th, October 28th, October 20th. Look at all that. This is not somebody who barely posts on X. You know, I'm not saying that you put out a bunch of tweets every day, but you are fairly active on Twitter, Jamal. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. It's not like you dropping 1 or 2 tweets every other month like some people do, or one promo tweet every 6 months. You're posting quite a bit per week, you know. You're pretty active on Twitter. Then he says, look at my Instagram, my Facebook, or any of my other pages, like, be serious. Somebody tweeted him back, said, hey, you was drunk, Unc. Speaking the truth. Shit happens. Let's move on. Jamal responded, laughing my ass off. The franchise definitely has issues. Another shot at the Falcons. Bam. Boy, he is on one. And now, make no mistake about it, this is not Jamal's first time having a crashing out on Twitter about the Falcons. That's one reason I don't really believe that he was hacked, as he tried to say. Miller said he playing with his nose. Oh, but let's keep going, man. Let's keep going, because this was fun. This was hilarious. He says, people, listen, I'm in control of my page now, and I can tell you so many things. Yes, I am the OG Dirty Bird. No, the franchise have never paid me. Yes, the franchise uses my shit and doesn't pay me. These are all problems. So let's stop right there and talk about that tweet. He says the franchise never paid me, so I'm sure he got paid when he was under contract with the Falcons. So that goes without saying. So is he saying that the Falcons never paid him for, I guess, referring to themselves as the Dirty Birds or the entire dance? Is that what he's saying? Like he should be compensated for the name Dirty Bird or for the Dirty Bird dance? I mean, y'all help me walk through this. Is that what he's saying, that he should be compensated anytime somebody does that dance? Is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying? Larry says you need to stream from a hiking trail. Real talk. I'm gonna do that, Larry. That is a great idea. I'm gonna have to do that one of these days. Maybe next spring, you know, when the weather starts to warm back up, because it's starting to get cold now. But that's a great idea. Coach, you make a great point. This is a great point from Coach, y'all. Man, sit down. Dion never got paid for his famous dance. That's what I don't understand about what his gripe is. Like, do you really think the Falcons gonna pay you because you did a dance? Like, are they gonna, I mean, I don't understand that. Like, what's his beef? You think the Falcons gonna pay you over a dance? Look at Dr. Slickner. Shout out Dr. Slickner. Like, is that his beef? Like, he feel like he should be paid because of a dance? Let's keep going. All right, somebody tweeted him, and they eventually deleted their tweet. Jamal went in on him. He says, they do not, but it's hilarious that you do this. Your whole following is based on things you don't know. You are literally a clown. That's why I don't interact with you. That's why all the messages that you sent me, I never replied. You are a fucking clown, and I will own my Dirty Bird. I ain't gonna lie, I had to like that because I was laughing. Now, this one had me laughing earlier today when I read this. I said, God damn, Jamal Anderson is going in. This reminded me of the infamous Gucci Man Twitter rant way back in the day, you know, probably about around 2009. This reminded me of the Gucci Man rant. I mean, he was going, like, look, he went straight in on this person. He said, I literally can do this all day. I have time. I make control of my page. I could do this all day, all day. Then he says, I do agree. The Falcons are possibly the worst organization in the NFL. We agree. So again, calling the Falcons the worst organization in the NFL. Then he tweet right behind it, stand by. I'm getting control of my page. So it's almost like he's saying what's on his mind, but then he's trying to make it seem like somebody hacked his page. So it's like he's trying to make it seem like somebody else got control of his page and they tweeting the mean stuff, but he coming back and tweeting, this ain't my page. Like, Jamal, respectfully, if you ever see this, brother, respectfully, much love to you. I appreciate what you did for the Falcons way back in the day, but Jamal, we are all adults here, bro. You know, we know how to utilize critical thinking skills. If somebody hacked your page and you got control of your page, you could have easily just changed the password at that point in time. You know, like we ain't buying it, Jamal. At least I ain't buying that, Jamal. I'm not buying it. He also said, what X has become is a website of a lot of phony ass heroes who never gained the yard, who never stopped anyone. This website is phony as up. And so other people who respond to you on this website as a fucking joke. Hack me all day long. I don't care. He responds to somebody right here. Of course, it wasn't me, but people don't care about that. People care about sensationalism and bullshit. But this is coming from your Twitter account, Jamal. It's coming from your Twitter account. He said something about his degrees, and he says he's a nerd. Fat fingers. Then he says goodbye, X. Then he says, this place is filled with widows who want your downfall, like you guys are all fucking weird. He is banging, y'all. He banging hard. Jamal says, I am the OG Dirty Bird. The franchise is called Dirty Birds. Jamal, the franchise is called the Falcons. Jamal, they have been called the Falcons since 1966, Jamal. In fact, legend has it that Rankin Smith held a contest through a local radio station for people to suggest names for the new franchise that he just acquired. And I forget the lady's name, but a lady suggested the Falcons, and she gave her reason why, and she won, and that's how the name was born, according to everything that I've ever read about how the Falcons were named the Falcons. The Falcons are not called the Dirty Birds, Jamal. That's just what us locals call it. You know, hey, that's not the name, When they sell merchandise and jerseys, it don't say Dirty Birds on it. It says the Atlanta Falcons. The franchise is not called Dirty Birds. I can't go to any airport in America or in any country where somebody doesn't say, yo, Dirty Bird. I'm like, wow, I'm connected to this franchise. Whew. Jamal says, here I have a rogue employee who has control of my accounts, and I'm just like, fuck, what do you do? Just keep posting messages, my guy. He blaming on his employee here. All right, right here he says, don't be mad at me about wins and losses. Direct that bullshit to the franchise you support. I came to play every time and I was ready to go. You could never say you saw a game of me while I was not ready, so save the bullshit. I am the Dirty Bird in the era of name, image, and likeness. You would think the Falcons would at least break bread. Okay, so now we're finding out what this is about. Would at least break bread with me on all the merchandise they're selling based on the Dirty Bird. Nope. That's an O. So he thinks the Falcons owe him money based on the Dirty Bird name. How, Jamal? I mean, did you come up with that? I mean, did you copyright that? I am OG Dirty Bird. You all people all know this because of me. Yet the franchise had a whole section selling all kinds of merchandise without my involvement. And I am the Dirty Bird. As a billionaire owner in the NFL, robbing me, not shot. Well, you can't steal my swag and be sorry, fucking franchise. Banging on the Falcons. Hey, Jamal, I ain't gonna lie. I love these Falcons, bro, but some of this stuff you're saying is funny. I can't front. Man, remember that the team called Dirty Birds did not even send me a hoodie. I paid for the hoodie. It came from Big Boy. Back to the hoodie. You guys think I'm flaming out? I'm gonna own my rights. There's nobody that is going to steal my rights because there is no history of a Dirty Bird before me. I've lost hundreds of millions of dollars not fighting this organization, and that shit is over. So I guess he's about to sue the Falcons, y'all. Hopkins are not called the prime times, but God, you see Dion every weekend. I don't know what that means. Stealing from me without his payment. There's literally no Dirty Bird without me. Oh my God. This goes on and on and on, y'all. I can't read through all these tweets. Let me drop a link in the chat And if anybody want to come up and talk through this, click the link, y'all. We need to have a Waffle House discussion on Jamal Anderson and what is going on. So let's have a talk about this, y'all. Click the link and come up and let's talk about this. What's going on with Jamal Anderson? We need to talk about this, y'all. Let's talk about this, please. So click the link and come up, man. Y'all, let's discuss this. Coach, I just tried to add you, but it didn't bring you on. I don't know if that's mine or yours. All right, so we got Larry, we got Coach, we got Red in the house. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, man? Yeah, I really didn't follow all that Jamal Anderson crap, man. I'm gonna be honest. I just thought he got hacked. I was like, ain't no way he's saying all this. So, but some of that, I'll put it like this, guys. When I used to do esports, I had a Twitter account, but I never looked at it. I had people that actually ran my Twitter. So if people posted something for our event, it would be them, not me. And they were, would post stuff each week and stuff like that. I never looked at it. You know what I'm saying? Like until I stopped really doing and that's kind of bad on my fault too. But until I stopped doing esports, that's when I actually started looking at Twitter. I was never on Twitter. I was on Facebook. That was the only really social media that I was really on. You know what I'm saying? So, like when we were back debating, it was just me, you, and Steve talking sports and stuff like that. I was doing my esports thing, and I had a Twitter. I had like 6,000 people. Still got it. We had like 6,000 people on my Twitter, but I really didn't interact with people on there. You know what I'm saying? Basically it'd be like the people who handle the Twitter will relay me messages back if it was something important. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they did it. So, I'm not of a celebrity status like Jamal Anderson has been. But if he have handlers and stuff like that, publicists and stuff like that, then that he probably fired. They probably got his information, and they could have easily did that. Just playing devil's advocate. Could have easily did that because I wouldn't even remember my password. You know what I'm saying? So just the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? Just in case if it did happen. I don't know if it did or not because I wasn't following. I was just like, all right, this looks like somebody hacked this stuff. Ain't no way he's saying this because we saw him at training camp a year ago. So I don't know. I don't know.
So are you saying you think he was hacked? You don't think he was hacked? Or
I think he was hacked. I think he was hacked, personally. Not hacked, but I don't think he was hacked. He said he fired one of his assistants. I think the assistant had his what's name just going out posting as him. So technically it's not hacked because he probably didn't do anything with his Twitter account. You know what I'm saying? Just like I didn't. But again, if you have that celebrity status, then if you got like a publicist or you know what I'm saying, or something like that, 9 times out of 10, you don't. Now I know a lot of, at least for an older head, you know what I'm saying, like the younger people, they grew up on Twitter, so it's not like they won't be on Twitter. they will. I mean, they grew up with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think an older, our generation, the type of player who got some kind of status will probably have someone who just looks over their social media. You feel me? This is how I look at it. And I was nowhere. I mean, I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing it. You know what I'm saying, for the esports type of stuff. Well, I ain't nobody in esports, but that's another life.
All right, Red. What do you think?
I don't think Jamal was hacked. I think this is him. I think it's a convenient excuse. I think if he goes too far, he can always come back and say, I was hacked, like he's trying to do now, But I think this is him. I think
Okay.
he just reached that point in life where he doesn't really have a life. We could tell by his going back and forth all day with his Twitter account. I think if he was smart, he would have adopted Kevin Durant motto, get yourself a fake Twitter, That way we won't really know it's you, Jamal. But if you want to put your name to it, you're saying a lot of personal stuff that making us think it's you. I mean, who else would be this passionate about the Falcons franchise than somebody who played for it? I mean, you're talking about Dirty Birds. You pretty much saying everything that made me think it is you, because who's so passionate about that Dirty Bird logo? Nobody but Jamal. Nobody doing the little, that's you, Jamal. You the only person I know that would take that so personally. So yeah, it definitely sounds like you. Now we can't be 100%. Nothing. You never 100% when you're behind the computer. But yeah, I think it's Jamal. I think he a little butt hurt. But why? I don't know, dude. If you got an issue with the Falcons, just call somebody up in the organization. Why you going public with all this vitriol when this could easily have been solved with just a simple phone call? Hey, how you doing, Mr. Blank? This Jamal Anderson. What's up with one of them Outcast hoodies? I'm saying you could have called anybody in the Falcons. I mean, if I'm a former player of a team, I'm going to always keep things cordial and civil to. I can always call back, for a favor, for tickets, for merchandise. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no big thing to a former player. So if Jamal can't get in contact or he's having issues with somebody in the organization, it's probably self-appointed. I mean, because
Yeah.
I don't really know why anybody would have any issues with him unless he did something personal to them. And after they read these Twitter damn comments, I promise you, dude, if you did have an issue, well, you probably got one now. I mean, because like I say, you definitely going in personally on the Falcons. I mean, most of the Falcon fans still consider you beloved, So I mean, there's no reason to attack the organization like that unless you got some real deep feelings that you probably should have dealt with privately and behind the scenes instead of publicly on Twitter. But it is what it is. Like I say, man
I
has
don't
issues.
know, Red. I mean, I just saw him at training camp last year. Didn't they have like the 99 reunion last year during the season? Like, he doing way too much stuff with the Falcons
No,
to
they
be like, yeah, to have pent up like stuff like that. This is some stuff like you don't come like saying something like that. It's like how I think that Julio feel about the team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that when you bring him in, he's there, he's talking with fans and kissing babies and shaking hands. I don't know. It feels like to me, it feels like someone
You
not
think
had,
he got
but
that?
just no, not had, just a former employee, and maybe the employee is probably saying something that he always said, like, look at that, man. I started Dirty Bird. Like, you got a whole like team sponsor section, the Dirty Bird section or whatever. You got a whole sponsored like group that the Falcons behind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's his own section, and he could feel some kind of way about that, but he could probably say that to his assistant. But if he's actively doing things, like I think he was a part of the promotion for that Falcon cruise. Him, Tom McClure, who else? It's a couple other people. It's like a Falcon cruise I think he was a part of. So that's what makes me think like that can't be him, man. He is actively doing things with the Falcons.
I'll say this: the reason that I think this is Jamal tweeting, is because Jamal did the same type of thing about 3 or 4 years ago for the same kind of reason, and so it's like a common pattern.
Okay.
You know, if
this I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, he did this a few years ago. The same thing. He was beefing about the same thing, and then the second reason is because if somebody got your login information, whatever, it take 12 or 13, 14 hours to take control back of your account, is, you know. Well, because if you're already in the account, you can reset the login credentials.
No, here's the thing. Hand to the sky. I literally made the account. Oh, and I don't check. So imagine you got something that you don't get on. Like if you don't get on Twitter, okay, and you got somebody posting for you, you're not gonna remember that password. And guess what? Your phone, to prove that you're, you know what I'm saying, who you are and the other person is who they is, guess what? The majority of the posts are coming from their phone. So if you try to call, if you try to call Twitter and be like, hey, you know, my phone got hacked, or my employee is misrepresenting me. Well, what's the phone? All right, I'm gonna look it up. Well, this is the phone and this is the email that is always posting. How do I know that you're not the fake? You know what I'm saying? So that process right there, just alone, could take hours.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, Larry. You said numerous times that you wasn't on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
This man, I've been following Jamal Anderson on Twitter for probably at least a decade. Okay. He got 35,000 tweets. He be on Twitter. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, look. Yeah. Now, okay. Is it personal? Like I posted the you know, getting to New Jersey. Do we have anything like that, or he just posting highlights of his old highlights and stuff? Because anybody can do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying he talking the stuff he's saying. That sound like Jamal. I mean, who? Like I say, who else? I mean,
look. I'm just playing devil advocate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he definitely could have had a bender.
Damn, there's a lot of tweets, man.
Yeah,
Jamal,
you know,
like
he definitely could have been on a bender, and it could be like what's the thing in Vegas, the movie?
Red. What's that movie called?
Hangover. Not my drunk. Yeah, Hangover.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one you're talking about.
It could be a hangover moment. Exactly. It could
definitely
be a hangover moment. You know what I'm saying? And he just, you know what I'm saying?
May it please the court.
Go ahead.
I'm coming in as a senatorial friend of the court, and I would like to enter some evidence here on behalf of this situation. Number one, the first person that did the dirty bird was who?
O.J. Santiago.
That's where he got it from. O.J. Santiago is the one that brought the dirty introduced it to everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jamal Anderson, during the I think it was during the year, whenever he would score a touchdown, you know, he started doing it. Everybody started doing it. Okay. Even T.O. got mad with him one time and did it, and did the throat slash after. Now, do you remember Jamal Anderson got locked up or arrested for being drunk?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Do you remember when him and his limo driver got to arguing about a $50 limo ride?
Yeah.
Then they found him in the bathroom of a Quick Trip with washing powder all over him.
Nah, it wasn't washing powder.
BC powder?
Yeah, BC. Yeah, goodies.
Good powder.
And he was rising on 92.9 as a consultant and people that they were calling and talking to.
Yeah, and then they cut him off.
Not only that, John, ESPN too.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, Jamal definitely tooted too much, ruined his career.
See this now. There are some people blaming it on CTE, the beginning signs of CTE, because that man they pounded him into the ground. All right, just about almost as bad as Turner, possibly worse than Turner. But this is the thing. He has had episodes in his past where, like you all say, he goes, every now and then, those two little moons that be circling in his head, them suckers get together. And when they get together,
all hell break loose.
He go. He just take on off.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether this is real, and I'm looking at these tweets and all this stuff that he's putting up here, but there is a every few years pattern to you hearing from him, because see, now he just started back, if I'm not mistaken, this year or a little earlier, this year or late last year, coming out saying various things about the team, about what was going on, about about the team itself, various comments about what he thought about the team, and I've seen him start to re-emerge a little bit. Until proven otherwise, I would say this is him.
Okay.
Until proven otherwise, I would have to say that this is him, because the pattern is too familiar to me.
I got you.
The pattern.
And I wish. Well, I know Chuck ain't gonna say nothing against his old teammate. That would be real interesting to be a fly on the wall. See what Chuck Smith or one of his old teammates thought, because it might be CTE for real. I mean, him, Antonio Brown, it's things to them, man, and they liable to flip. So yeah, I hear you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It can be CTE, or it could just be he just a damn butthole. I keep telling y'all these hacking excuses, these CTE excuses. Yeah, they come in handy when you acting the ass. And if you decide to act the ass, you can always say, "Yeah, man, I'm suffering from CTE. Man, I need to go get checked, man. See if I'm suffering from something, because I don't know where these tweets come from. Where these thoughts come from? I'm sorry, Falcon. My bad." So,
well,
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he don't, but I'm just saying, like you say, John, we've seen a pattern from this guy, and so much of a pattern to where these ain't just one-off incidents where you can say, like the guy from Pittsburgh, who the movie Concussion was based on. When he had, I think Mike somebody, when he had his CTE incident, that was a one-off situation. It wasn't like Mike was doing things, like you say, John, every so many years he was coming out, something was happening. And there's been other cases of CTE where it's always, when it happened, you be surprised and shocked by the person, because they never really get in trouble or something. Jamal has been, like you say, behaving very weirdly and inappropriately for a while now. to that's why I'm saying him going off like this. I wasn't totally surprised because he's behaved like this before. He's been caught in questionable situations before. So, I mean, not saying it can't be CTE because if he is suffering, he need to get some help. And not saying he could have been hacked because it does happen. But
yeah.
And one more thing. One more thing. It used to be that you could tell whether a person really was saying what it was that was springing from their heart or from their mind. Because I'm looking at these tweets here, and I've examined these tweets and examined these sentences and examined everything. Are there any misspelled or misplaced words in any of this? Because this seems to be very well thought out and laid out as far as conveying what it is that you're trying to say. You see what I'm talking about? Because usually when a person has it's not a hard and fast rule, but there are people that when they get to talking and get to writing, the words don't match.
Yeah,
you're using a word here that is, why did he say that? But I'm looking here, don't know why you had to come. Oh well, there go one right there.
There you go.
There we go right there. He fucked up. He messed up. He messed up. I'm sorry. Take it all back. He messed up. I saw one right there.
I am the dirty bird. Don't think it's man. I don't know what he's saying.
So hey y'all, how y'all doing? Before I start off, and this is James.
What's going on, James?
Not much. I just think he ran low on the BC powder. And he just went on a rant. It's not it's. I don't think it's CTE. I really don't. I just think he ran low on the BC powder because when you do certain things and you've been questioned and you do certain things in the past and you had past dealings with it and you got fired from ESPN for the past dealings of doing that, I just think he just went on a rant and he think the Falcons owe him money for name, image, and likeness. Was the Dirty Birds was copyrighted by the Falcons, right?
Yeah, they ain't gonna let no player like Jamal get paid before him.
Well, let me say this, James, and then I'm gonna let you keep cooking. I found an article in 1995. A gentleman named Alan Weiss. He had season tickets, and he started hanging a banner that said the Dirty Bird Zone. He got it trademarked with the state and started selling T-shirts. In 1999. After the Falcons Super Bowl run, the NFL stepped in. And they pretty much told him, hey, you can no longer sell these T-shirts or any merchandise with the Dirty Bird on that. Because anything that is closely associated with any NFL team belongs to the NFL. So they stepped in. Now, also, I looked up who owns the trademark of Dirty Birds. It's not Jamal Anderson. It's not the NFL, from what I can tell. It looks like a record label created in 2018. Looking at the trademark website.
Wait a minute. So you mean this Dirty Bird trademark was available as late as 2018?
It has happened. It's happened before.
But I'm saying you would think Jamal, with all his crime, you would think he would have looked into getting his trademark long.
But Red, but when you own that,
oh well, yeah, that's exactly. See that's when the point I'm going back to where he's trying to claim all this stuff. But dude, the evidence not backing you up.
Because see, you remember when New England was about to, I think they did trademark the perfect season, that phrase. You remember that?
Yep.
They hurried up and did it. They might have done it before the end of the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. But they hurried up and did that because the thing is that any phrase or any slogan or anything of that nature, you have to jump on it right quick. You have to jump on it right quick because somebody else will steal it out from under you, even though your doing so might have been the very first instance.
Yeah,
so
I think what happens is the NFL probably something with their collective bargaining, all this stuff, rise up and all this is probably somehow falls up under that NFL umbrella.
Well, you're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah, and they let every team use it, and that's evident on this article I'm reading in 1995 because that's pretty much the statement that the NFL made. This is a statement came from the NFL. Our view is that as soon as a slogan is created that is associated with the team, it is our property, says Greg Gertzold, Senior Vice President of Business Affairs and General Counsel for the NFL. So even the people who done copyrighted Dirty Birds, they start selling something and the NFL don't like it, NFL could probably come for them.
Yeah, and I can see that. I can definitely see that because the NFL is, oh man, you remember I told the story about the bootleggers that were, you remember the bootleggers when we went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Man, shoot.
They came and shut Atlanta down, right?
Shut Atlanta down, shut Houston down too. Because all around the outside of the stadium, I mean, for 5 or 6 blocks over in any direction. When I first got down there on Monday of week 2, you had bootlegs all over the place. I was saying, let me go to the NFL experience first, see what it is that they have and see how close this is. And, some of those designs that they were making out there with T-shirts and other stuff, they look real nice. But man, by the time I got out of there that afternoon, NFL has shut all that stuff down. And I was calling back home calling back up here. Hey man, if you can find anything, whatever from someplace else, but man, look, they was all over on Candler Road at the Quick Trip. They was selling them out in front of the Quick Trip, man. They done shut them down and had some folk locked up and all. I said, good God Almighty. Man, they guard their quote unquote property. Man, like Fort Knox.
But
they like the legal mob, man.
Yeah, but if you got a trademark, whether it's world or state-wise, technically you can take them to court and be like, man, screw y'all. But I think when you have a corporate machine like that, like a normal person, I mean, they got retainers on.
They got lawyers,
they got retainers on lawyers that make more than you. You know what I'm saying? The retainer is more than what you make a year. So it's just like, are you really going to fight that? But I mean, technically they could if they still had now it just depends on, if the NFL go and world trademark it, you know what I'm saying, and copyright it, then that's a different thing. But if you have it trademarked just like that record company right now, like you can't. If it's legal, it's legal. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how much you want to fight it, to be honest. But yeah, I see what you mean, Toddy. Like, I don't know what happened. He probably had an episode of, messing with their goodies, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking from my perspective on, And I know people have assistants and stuff like that who take care of that, and they don't mess with it. But yeah, it probably was an episode how y'all talking. I didn't know he was on Twitter like that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, and on the screen right now is the copyright information. Coincidentally, this is somebody whose business office is actually on Northside Drive, Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Reach Records. That's who own it right now. Like I said, I don't know if this is the worldwide copyright, but
or just statewide, because you can be trademark, copyright. It's a whole bunch of things you got to do. Like,
it's a whole bunch. You just can't go pay $2.99. Oh, I own it. It's a lot of stuff you got to jump through.
Because NFL can go by the worldwide, and then you use.
But okay, well, looking at this is a. How long is that? It says sound recording registration. Did he record a song?
No, I mean you can trademark anything. I ain't trademark.
No, I'm looking at
Union City. You know
I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the specifics of this right here. It says sound recording registration, and you're right, Larry. You can trademark a patent anything you want.
Yeah,
but see, copyright title "Dirty Bird." That's a song.
It could be, John.
And here's my thing. If you're worried about or trying to get compensation for the Dirty Bird, I guess because they make Dirty Bird shirts, they'll use a tag on the shirt. I understand that. But again, why have you been doing X amount of promotional work with the Falcons if you had all these pent up, feelings? It's been several times you've been on the paper before.
That's what the good is. That's what the good is do to your mind, Larry.
I'm glad I never.
And then on top of that, hey, he might be mad they cut him off.
He was just there last. I don't know.
Last year though, he was there last year, right?
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Well, I guess the new year make a lot of difference.
And cause like I said, every few years, he come, and then next thing you know, he get in trouble, go underground. Okay. Now,
I'm sorry, John, to cut you out, but I just found another article from 2000. This thing went to court. I didn't know this.
Oh, it did go to court. Okay.
Yeah. NFL wins lawsuit, maintains trademark right to Dirty Bird. So the Falcons don't even own this technically. The NFL doing it. I guess they y'all can use this. We all making the same money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the NFL own that. This same guy, he went to U.S. District Court. George Robert Vinings rejected the claims of a Georgia sports bar owner, Alan Weiss, that he could market Dirty Birds. So this thing went all the way up to District Court, y'all.
So it did go to court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
District Court.
Well, Jamal, you better go get you a lawyer, man.
I don't think he's gonna beat the NFL. They already won one court case.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
get that up.
Hey, scroll up a little bit, Tidy.
He attacking the wrong folks, Tidy. He attacking the Falcons.
Oh, back the other way. Back the other way.
I don't know about. I don't know why the Dirty Bird is the way it is, because I looked up for example, I looked up Rise Up, and Atlanta exclusively owns rights to that. Not the NFL, not no one else. That's the Atlanta Falcons and all the blanks. So I mean, I guess it depends on what it is.
Yeah, I think Dirty Bird just naturally came about. It wasn't a Falcon. I think Too Legit to Quit was Hammer. You know what I'm saying?
I know Hammer.
So, yeah, exactly. So it's
the song was first.
Yeah,
the song was first. But you read this, Tidy. It said that the judge ruled that particular week that the Falcons and the NFL are the rightful owners of the Dirty Bird trademark, saying that NFLP bought it from Northeast resident Douglas Patterson, who used the name for clothing associated with a motorcycle gang. Weiss, the bar owner, tried to trademark the name as one word, while the version the NFL bought is two words. Vinings ruled that Weiss could still display banners with the words Dirty Bird at Falcons games, as long as the signs are consistent with Georgia Dome rules.
So technicality, huh? A syllable.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to trademarks, it has to be exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't trademark dirty birds as 2 words and then try to sue somebody who use it as 1 word.
Yeah. Or with a Z.
Unless
Well,
it's
it
a
was so
patent.
close.
Then
It was so
then
close.
then if it's a patent, I think it can't be more than 20% like whatever you're trying to patent. That's the only difference. But copyright, yeah, it's got to be exact.
So see that now from that little blurb of the article says that NFLP, I guess that's NFL Properties.
Yeah.
They bought it.
Yeah.
They bought it. So that sports bar owner doesn't have a claim because the NFL bought it. So that's
He
how
does have a claim. His claim is his is 1 word.
But thing is that thing is, okay, he tried to do it, but it's so close. You using it's 1 word, but it's a combination of 2 words.
Well, what if you put a Z on the end?
You have to go back to code, Larry.
And hold up. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spell it real dirty. I'm gonna be DUR. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, with a Z at the end. Then what? What are you gonna say now?
Now the NFL gonna still come because just like you said, they got an army of folk on retainer. Hey, only thing he did was change a U, an I to a U, and an S to a Z. It's the same thing.
It ain't the same thing.
So either way, Jamal Anderson ain't got a got it great. This dude that had that name, he done had that name since '95. Before what we known as the Dirty Bird started doing it.
That would make Jamal look even worse.
Yeah, right.
Down the podium toe as far as getting the ownership to this name. You need to go in the room. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Just go get lost, Jamal, because you don't even think.
He might could say something about the dance, but then he gonna have to deal with OJ Santiago.
Yeah, exactly.
but that's what I asked. Like, can you copyright a dance? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
The little white boy copyrighted the Flossy dance and all of that because they were using it in Fortnite. So you could definitely copyright a dance.
Mm-hmm.
So he need to copyright the dance.
Yeah, he would need to copyright the dance. But I mean, to me, that's 3 or 4 behavior. That's some assault behavior.
Right. Not only that, like I don't think you're gonna affect the Falcons 1 bit. Now you affect. Let's say if he copyright the dance, Arthur Blank ain't doing the Dirty Bird. You know what's gonna happen for that? You see what I'm saying? Those are just players that do the Dirty Bird.
Yeah, well, he would have to sue the player.
It's too late, man. Dirty Bird was out since what, 98? Like I said, OJ Santiago brought it out in 98. Now,
right.
Yeah, but then again, you could do it, but it's no longer popular. It was a thing. It was a thing in 98. That you strike when the iron is hot on something like that.
There's no profit for him to make by spending money to copyright that dance. Like you can't make no money off that dance.
Yeah, he could if they ever showed any like old Falcons footage from that area on like YouTube.
No,
because it's NFL films.
Not that, but you can't prorate a copyright.
Correct. You're correct. So, but the moment it's copywritten, though, if you show a film or footage, it doesn't matter what it was. If you show it after that, yes, you can be hit with copyrights for that.
No.
Yeah, you can't prorate. You can't prorate it like, oh, you used it back in 1998. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me my money. No, you can't do that. But if you show it in film, in footage, moving forward, yeah, bro, you get residuals for that.
Okay,
absolutely.
So even though I would have to actually look into that, but for sake of argument, let's say you are right. How much money do you actually think you're gonna make?
Nothing.
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's my
nothing.
ultimate point.
It ain't like folks doing it at the club.
Yeah,
It's a song called The Dirty Bird. You the
residuals,
Dirty Bird, man.
residuals on film and stuff like that. Like even film that's in syndication. That stuff is pennies on a dollar. Like it's literally nothing.
Man,
Or depending upon what you negotiate.
Coach, you got
depending upon what you negotiate. Because
what kind of residuals Jamal gonna get?
Because see, the man who oh man, it was one of these Disney movies. This Joker did not take a check for his song or something, and he just wanted to get the residuals. This Joker living like a fat cat right now.
John, I know what you're talking about. Tiger, you love this right here story. Jason Weaver for the Lion King.
What about it?
That's what you talking about, John?
Yeah. I don't know who the dude's name is. Go ahead and tell the story, Red, because I remember something about it.
Now, I told you his name, Jason Weaver. He played, matter of fact, you're going to remember this, John. He played Michael Jackson in the Jacksons movie on ABC back in 92.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Jason Weaver, tighty. He had a chance to get paid for a song he did for the Lion King, but his mother, great businesswoman that she is, told him no, sign up for the back end of the deal. And now, with the Lion King being such, they didn't know the Lion King was gonna be such the blockbuster it was. $300-400 million domestic, over $1 billion worldwide. Song, the soundtrack made so much money. So all that money coming from the Lion King, this guy Jason Weaver with that back end deal, he's still living. This man ain't got to act again. He can live off his Lion King residuals the rest of his life. I think he can.
Yeah, but that's contract. That's contract negotiation. That's not the same as something as something like this or like something going to syndication. That's different. You get a percentage.
Look, every time that movie is shown.
I understand. If you stop talking sometimes, God, you can hear what I said. I just said that it is set up in contract negotiations. That is different than residuals. Like if a TV show go into syndication, they don't sign a new contract. They get a flat fee based on how much the show is played, which is normally pennies on the dollar. It's totally different than setting up a residual in your contract. Two totally different things.
Wait, whoa. Now, you use residual twice because, see, I said that you could negotiate your residual.
Oh, my good. Okay, you got
it. Can't you?
You right. Never mind.
You?
Yeah. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can negotiate your residual and say, look, I want such and such and such and such for every time this is being played. Such and such and such time, every time this comes on, I want this because this is my song.
Hey, John, not only that, he was getting paid off the new Lion King. That's why the story came out. He was getting paid off the new Lion King that came out. They made the live action one because they still use that same song. They still use that same song in the new Lion King.
So, and see, the thing is about copyrights too. There was this man that invented something that General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler used. They stole it from him. He had a copyright on it, and you'll never guess what it was. But
did he have a copyright or did he have a patent?
Let me see. Was it a patent or a copyright? It might have been a patent, Coach. Might have been a patent.
Okay, Coach, you got that one right.
Yeah, I got the other one right too. I'm just not gonna argue about it.
But thing was that It was the intermittent windshield wiper. You know how long time ago, windshield wipers had 3 speeds: low, medium, and high. But now you can adjust it to where you can get 1 wipe per second, 2 wipes per second. You know how they do now. He patented that, and I'm going to say patent because I think that's what it was. He patented that.
Mm-hmm.
General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler stole it from him. All he did was go to court and enforce his patent. Oh, they had to pay. He burnt Ford first, he burnt GM next, and then he burnt Chrysler last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, well, he wrote his own, they really wrote their own check. Hey, man, look, well, how much can we pay to make this go away? Hell, I don't know. Pay me.
Yeah, just pay me. Just take out the checkbook and
pay me.
And I'll tell you when to start writing.
And he didn't. Matter of fact, he didn't have to sue but one person. I think he sued Ford, and that was it. When they won against Ford, they took their judgment and said, "All right, GM, now I just won this against Ford. All right, now we can go to court, but I already have a verdict here in my favor saying that you all violated my patent. And I have the documentation because the man had presented it to him. The man had presented it to him and was trying to sell his invention, but they turned it down. Then came right behind him and then had their people make it and incorporate it in the cars and stuff. So
you were ready for that.
Oh yeah. Oh man, hey man, shoot. Well, I'm still trying to find out where the man that invented water fuel out of water is, because they say he disappeared. Or they disappeared him.
Invented what?
Yeah.
Made an engine where you could run off of water.
A car engine?
Car engine. You could run off of water. But he suddenly disappeared. And this was back in the 80s.
Oh,
was it 80s or 90s one? Yeah, about 80s or 90s.
Well,
he disappeared.
He's a skeleton. He's Skeletor now. So
yeah, he ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, they took care of him. They were like, no,
Yeah,
boy,
right. Hey.
that would have bankrupted the car industry. He would have bankrupted the car industry.
No, the oil industry.
Well, yeah, oil. Yeah, them
big oil.
I'm sure J.R. Ewing sent some body after that guy.
Oh yeah, big oil.
Yeah, that would have killed them. That would have killed them.
But
we need water. We don't need oil and gas no more. All we need is water. Oh,
they kicking about electricity. They kicking about electricity. They kicking about electricity. Cause see, the thing is now, it's not so much as to always invent something that you hit somebody one time. It's about keeping their hand in your pocket all the time. See, that's Tidy. Isn't that why they renting homes now and not selling too many of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, man,
residuals.
Yeah. They want their hand in your pocket all the doggone time, and it was a whole bunch of people.
Month after month.
Yeah, month after month after month. And thing is that these bankers, see, a lot of times people would go see a house. Yeah, I want to get that house right there. But before they can close on or whatever, they've been outbid. I remember there was a home in Texas. I saw this article about this home in Texas where the people had a contract on the house and was getting the house built. The doggone some type of way the contractor got out from under building the house at the price that they had agreed upon and was charging them twice what they had agreed upon and told them they didn't like it, they could lump it. So they could go away. And those people they just had to let it go. I said, man, good. See, man, nobody would have lived in that house comfortable. If that had been me, nobody would have never lived in that house comfortable. Shoot.
I can see you sneaking back over there in the middle of the night with a black hoodie on, gasoline, red gasoline can, just ready to light it up.
Hey, Red, them and the builder. Them and the builder. See, man, I mean, that was some dirty loadout, man.
That money right there, you can't steal them folk money and think nothing gonna happen now. I tell you just can't play with people money, man. When you playing folk money, I don't sympathize at all. You don't play with nobody money. You don't play with nobody kids. You don't play with nobody relationship. I don't sympathize for you at all.
Now that we I wanted to ask this, if I might. Did you all hear about something about Arthur Blank getting in trouble about messing with some stewardesses on his private plane?
Last week, I did. Last week, they say he was sued. Yeah.
What was the deal on that?
I thought they were being sued because they weren't paid or something. I didn't know he was trying to get a freak on with them.
Well, something happened where that part came out.
Well, the lawsuit was about working wages. The suit pertained to two women filed a suit, and they pretty much were saying that he was allegedly.
I was about to say, bro, say allegedly every time you say something.
Right. Allegedly, based on a report that I read, Arthur Blank and his company was overworking these women and not paying them the right wage, and then also allegedly having them to falsify their time sheets, so they are not always paid for their overtime. And the same two women that filed the lawsuit said that a woman Arthur Blank was actually having a sexual relationship with was making way more money than they were, so they filed a lawsuit against him. It was nothing like none of that P. Diddy sexual stuff. It was really about getting paid for the work that you've done.
Arthur Blank side piece under the butt.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all see that was heading into Robert Kraft territory.
It wasn't that like that. It was all about money. It wasn't then sexual.
I think she was the right age, John. I don't think she was a little girl like Bobby Kraft. Like, man.
Hey man, y'all better start saying allegedly, bro.
Oh, that was a fact, right? We talking about the crowd.
Well, I was asking. I hope I don't get in trouble just asking the question, because I had just heard about this, and I had meant to ask you guys about this a while back when it busted loose, but other things I started thinking about, other things I was coming across. But okay, all right.
More importantly to me, have you all seen like all the sports writers, all the I ain't gonna say all, a couple of former Falcon players and majority of the sports writers have all been calling for and saying Lake needs to be fired at the end of the bye. They're all saying Lake needs to be replaced, which is funny to me because I've been saying that, keep being told to get a man a year.
No, yeah, I hadn't heard that before. Let me look at.
Who said it?
I can give you 5 articles right off the bat. What'd you say, Red?
I said I posted that today that Jimmy Lake needs to resign and quit. I know you saw the post.
Who said it?
Nah, I did. I may have said it. I may have seen it. Blogging Dirty has. Again, I understand. That's it is what it is. I'm not saying that that these people are right or wrong, but Blogging Dirty did something on it. Yahoo did something on it. Hold on, let me find the other 2 articles I was reading.
Okay, Blogging Dirty. I
said Yahoo. Yahoo, that's a more respectable.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a sports writer, so it doesn't matter where you go to read it. It's an opinion piece anyway. So, but but yeah, it was multiple places. I would have to get on Facebook because I did comment on a couple of them. Say that again.
Now I do see this one from BVM Sports, and these opinion pieces, Coach?
They are sports writers, John. So they're all going to be opinion pieces, no matter where you go.
Oh, so wait a minute. Now you said that there were some players that said this.
Yeah, even a player saying it is still an opinion piece. It's not coming from the organization, so it's an opinion.
I thought you were saying that there were players who were saying this.
Yes, no, former players were former players. I thought I said that. Maybe I didn't. My bad.
Like who?
Oh, that former word. I don't remember hearing the former word. But you're right though.
Let me find it and I'll post it. Hold on.
Now, Coach, I do remember there are some former players that have been saying that. Okay, I did see that.
Wait a minute. Now I heard somebody said something recently. I'm trying to think who I did. Who? John Abraham. Was it Abraham?
But he went coming on late. He was actually coming at the players.
No, somebody was you're right, Tidy. Somebody was coming on late. I'm trying to think. Somebody was actually saying Jimmy late.
But who? I'm gonna ask this again. What former players are saying that? Who?
Hold on.
I wish Coach could remember. Then I wouldn't have to.
I'm looking for it right now. That's what I'm looking for right now. And I should have saved it because I knew I was gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah, Coach,
I forgot to save it. But right off the bat, I can
post it to my page, Coach. At least then I could keep it warm for you.
Cause see, I do see this Blog and Dirty article, and the article title is Falcons
Sports Illustrated
must fire this coach during the bye week to make the playoffs. Grayson Freestone.
Well, they right.
Then Sports Illustrated also, and the New York Times also.
Coach, I mean, everybody see they are right. Jimmy Lake, I mean, dude is running a college defense in the NFL, and to me, he's insane. If you looking at this crap, I tried. Well, John, you got to give me credit now. I stayed positive for the longest. James, I stayed positive for the longest time.
That James want to talk to you, Red.
All right, go ahead, James. What you got?
3-4 is not a college defense. It's more NFL than anything.
I know. I'm saying I know what they calling it. I'm talking about what we seeing out there. You think they running a regular man, James? You and me been watching the NFL a long time. Have you ever seen a 3-4 defense look that trash?
Yeah.
By somebody other than us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, was Jimmy Lake probably was coaching them too.
How did I know you gonna say that?
I'm saying, okay, but do you admit that 3-4 that you see out there every Sunday on our side is not good? Or not effective? How about this? Is it not effective?
It's not effective.
All right, there we go. At least we on the same page right now.
I ain't gonna say it's not good, but it's not effective for a 4-3 personnel running a 3-4 scheme.
Is Jimmy Lake putting the pieces that he have? I know what he got to work, but is he putting the pieces that he have in the best position possible?
Some situations, no. Some situations, yeah.
Coach, you found what you were looking for?
I'm still looking for. I want to tell Red, hey Red, bro, you gotta stop, man, because you never gonna get him nor Toddy to say they with these sunshine and rainbows, both of them. So they ain't gonna never say that he needs to be fired.
James talking to me. What you say, James?
Nah, I'm just saying if it was raining all the damn time, we'll be losing. Ain't that true? Ain't that true?
That made my ears perk up. What was that now?
I said if it was raining all the damn time, we'll be losing.
Talking about
you got to understand this. This is my thing. When it comes down to it, if the defense, I want to say the defense is trash. It has some imperfections with it, but overall, with that being said, that defense has saved us in a couple of games.
True.
So I can't call something trash that has saved us before. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Cause see, this first what was it? First few games, and I remember me and Tidy talked about this earlier. The defense was gonna file for non-support because the offense wasn't doing nothing.
I'd say the first 4 games it was solid. At least it was semi-effective. More effective than
this be my thing. Like, I don't have any problems giving Jimmy like any kind of criticism, but my issue is when people want to blame Jimmy Lake for everything that's going wrong with the defense. That'd be why I be fighting back so much. Cause I look at the fact, like y'all have, or y'all already know, this defense been terrible for over a decade. This is just a typical Falcons defense. So when you bring in a new coach and you expect him to take shit and make it a banana sandwich when it's been shit for over 10 years, and you done lost talent on the line compared to last year, what you expect? Like, cause people just take last year and that's the standard. No, that's the anomaly.
Oh no, yeah. I saw your post today too, and I was gonna repost it by all our defenses in the past.
Yeah, they all been trash.
I still might repost it tomorrow. Yeah, we've had some trash defense. All of them really been trash.
So that be my thing is like y'all acting like Jimmy Lake came and made this product bad when it's been bad for over 10 years. We just get lucky and every now and then we'll bump into a good defense based on circumstances. 2007,
I think folks probably one of the worst.
2017 was the only recent legit defense we've had in a very long time.
Yep.
That's a 1 out of 9, huh, Tighter? Ain't that right? That's a 1 out of 9, huh?
Right. Yeah. Now look.
And then on the Super Bowl run, the defense wasn't that good either. They just got at the right time.
Right.
But look, what were we ranked defensively because I remember people crowing about how good the defense was in weeks 1 through 4. Were we top 10? I think we were top 10 for the first 2 weeks of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
This season?
Yeah.
I almost forgot, John.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Possibly so.
I know we weren't giving up a lot of points.
Yeah, because of the takeaways, because of the because of the points and the takeaways, because we were holding people under 20-some points for the first couple of weeks of the season. And see, my thing is, you cannot make this just me. I can't make a season's assessment out of only 15 games, 10 games, 5 games, whatever. I can't do it. And then the fact that these people just got here, with old parts and parts that were not kept around, and they making gasoline out of goat piss. Like I always said, that's what they doing, because we are now, to the coaches, general managers blame. You didn't spend the money where you needed to spend the money on if you wanted to get a defense. Now, a decision had to be made. What can turn this team around quicker? A better defense or a better offense? They decided offense.
Yeah.
They decided offense. And Coach said the only thing between this team, with the Falcons making the playoffs last year or not, was the quarterback. So, I mean, they made a decision. They made a decision.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
That's what we ended up with.
I think it's time for Terry. Because I mean, he just ain't. I don't think he built this team the right way. And honestly, I don't think he's capable. Dimitrov, I had my issues with him too, but at least he built. He had 7 good years. He like Matt Ryan. He had 7 good years and 7 bad years.
Red,
Uh, he
red,
oh here we go
red,
again.
red.
Yes, sir.
How can you build something when the first 3 years you only had 50% of the franchise to build from?
You talk about salary cap issues.
No, I'm talking about power. If you think about it, if you look back, who had 50-50 power? Arthur Smith had 50, Terry had 50. This is actually his first year just trying to build something. This is his
What?
first
So
full year.
we count this as year one.
Yes, because for the simple fact it is, he has GM power now. He's not a coffee boy no more. He's not the one to go and get the newspaper no more. He's actually doing GM stuff. He don't have to report to Rich McKay. Oh, well, Rich, I don't finna call him something else, but I'll leave that
Ah,
alone.
all
But
right,
you
all right.
got you gotta look.
James, I
You
get
gotta.
your point. I'll back off for a little. So you saying I should give him another draft? Is what you're saying?
I say you probably gonna have to give him up to 2 drafts. To be honest with you, because this year, because you gotta look at it. We only got 4 picks this year, so he got to be A+ on every pick. Then look
Oh,
at it.
that
He
means you got to
cool.
get another draft.
Yeah,
God, man, that
so
means two
he
more
got to
drafts.
get another draft. Well,
Well,
he can fully see
Cause
what he can
All
do.
right, y'all.
what have
I'm gonna
I
have to.
been telling y'all? What have I been telling y'all? I've been telling y'all over and over for the past 3 years. Arthur Blank had 2 general managers, Arthur Smith and Terry and Fontenot. They had equal. The head coach had as much power as the doggone general manager.
What about Rich?
Hell, this franchise has had 10 general managers at one time. Man, are you talking about a fluster club? Man,
All right.
I mean, it was ridiculous, and that's where I came up about my analogy about farting in the elevator, because see, you had a whole bunch of doggone folk that were doing a whole bunch of stuff with no direction and nobody in charge. Nobody in charge. So now, after that disastrous press conference that you all saw, where they were asking where Terry was, all right, you got all the Terry that you needed to see in that second press conference, along with another man that nobody was really paying attention to, and that was the president, Greg Beatles, along with Raheem Morris. So effectively, they dumped the whole thing in Fontenot's lap. Look, you and Beatles, this is your baby. You got autonomy. You running it. We're going to hold you responsible for the results. Now, I don't know how short of a leash these 3 are going to get, but if outcry continues the way that it is and the team continues to do like it's doing, because the thing is right now, the Falcons are making people mad. They making a lot of people mad because they had, I would say, unrealistic expectations for this year. Because the thing is, you got an offensive coordinator that has been an offensive coordinator before, which I've been chronicled as saying that you shouldn't have hired. Same thing with the defensive coordinator. You got new pieces. I mean, you got a better quarterback than what you had for the past 3 years. So you giving some and you taking some away, but it's not equaling to confidence in the team. It may equal into wins, but it's not equaling into confidence where I can say, I can look on the schedule of these last 6 games and say we can beat them. No, I don't have that type of confidence, because we will lay grade A eggs out there on the field. We'll lay them all day long. And it don't make no sense. And see, and the Chargers coming back from the bye week. Boo woo.
What coach? Coach still in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, coach. I don't know if you've seen this in the group, but I did some research, and I'm just gonna read this off real quick. And this is gonna be another reason that I'm real reluctant to blame Jimmy Lake as much as a lot of other people are.
Well, before you start, let me say this. I'm not necessarily blaming Jimmy. Like I told you before, I'm
Yes, you
done
are.
blame.
Yes,
I'm
you
done
are.
blame. No, I'm done blaming the coordinators. The issue is Raheem Moore should have never put them in a position in the first place. So
Okay, okay,
that's the problem.
okay.
So
Even
let me ask
even
this question first. Let me ask this question first, Tight. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
If that was the case, why would you want them fired in the first place? Say that again. You was calling for their necks at one time, remember? Right, and I was told, that they're rookies. Let them learn, which is right. They are rookies. So Oh, the you onus progress. goes So to the
You
onus goes to the head of the snake, and it's his fault for hiring them in the first place.
Mm, okay, I see the progression in and now. Appreciate
Say
it,
what?
coach. I say I see the progression in and now. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
all right.
Go ahead, Titan. I'm sorry.
No, you good. All right. So, coach, this is where I be coming from a lot when I be defending Lake and even Raheem Morris, because I'm trying to look at the big picture of what the root of the problem is. But anyway, since 2014, the Atlanta Falcons have drafted an offensive player in the first round 67% of the time. Since 2014, we've taken an offensive guy in the first round 67% of the time. In the
Hey,
in the same span of time, the Falcons have drafted an offensive player in the top 10 of the draft 84% of the time out of 6 opportunities. So 67% of the time, the first round pick has been an offensive guy. In the top 10 of the draft, where you go get your stud set, we taking an offensive guy 84% of the time. So when I look at stuff like that, to me, it's bigger than Ricky Lake, it's bigger than Raheem. It's a franchise. It's a franchise failure with prioritizing defense, and that's why we have so many problems.
And Toddy, as I've said before, I'm not sure why y'all get hung up on this when it comes to me. I understand what you're saying. I'm in definite agreement with you that our defense is trash. What it seems like y'all don't understand where I'm coming from is I have an issue with, even with us being trash, you still could put this team in better positions to win. That's my whole point. The team is not being put in a better position to win games on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball, we're lackadaisical. There's a lot of issues with this team that go beyond the talent, that's above the talent. And if those things were fixed, maybe the talent wouldn't be so glaring. Maybe is the word I want to use, or maybe it wouldn't be so maybe not noticeable, but
Lack of
it would
talent.
help. It would help. It would help kind of shed how much, kind of hide how much lack of talent we have, because they would be playing better. I'm not saying that this team is talented by no means, and I'm not saying that we definitely need some talent, but we have who we have. So with that being said, again, you got to put them, you got to know your personnel and put them in the best position to win. That's my point.
well, let me say this though, coach. When it comes to, I agree to a certain extent when you got to put the players in the best position to win. But I had to turn the light on this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the execution factor has to come into play as well. Because if you look at it, they calling plays. They calling plays. Even John pointed this out. I'm calling plays for my quarterback to execute this certain play, but when he looking at one receiver down the field, Where's the execution in that? When you have people that's wide open, or you have a defense set up into play that is getting the stops, where's my execution coming from, man? Because it's a team game. So I agree
So
to a certain extent. I agree to a certain extent that hey, they not always putting them in the best position to win. But in some games, the execution has to come into play. They got to execute one way or another.
I hear you. I hear you, and you know, and yeah, that would normally make sense if you were actually looking at this team. That's like telling who can I think is the slowest. Hmm.
I'm just saying though, Coach. I'm
Okay,
this team.
that's like telling Eli Manning. You gonna take Eli Manning and tell him to play like old boy from the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, and then you're gonna get mad at him because he ain't out there execute. You're not putting him in the best position. That execution sound good, but at the end of the day, if they're not being put in the best position, how are you gonna say that they're not executing? That's one.
Because
I mean,
let me
that's
say
just
let me
that's
say this,
just
and then I'm gonna let you cook for the rest of it. I'm gonna let you cook for the rest of it. If I got my third, fourth option wide open, and I'm just
see, and
staying
y'all
one
keep going back
receiver
to
down.
Kurt. Okay, y'all got it.
I'm not going back to Kurt. I'm just using that as an example. If I got my third, fourth, maybe my fifth option that's wide open, and the play is set up for me to look everything around the field, and my offensive line giving me 3 to 5 seconds, then at hand, they call the proper play. That's putting them in the
Right,
best position to win. But at
right.
hand, that execution got to come in, coach, for the simple fact it is, I'm putting you in a position to win. The example that I was trying to make on the last show was in that New Orleans game. He didn't have to be aggressive. He didn't have to be aggressive at all. He should have followed that model what he did in the Philly game because we've been playing behind basically almost every game. But when he get that game winning drive against Philly, and he wasn't aggressive. He was looking for his progressions. He looked down the field. He did everything he had to do. But in that New Orleans game, all of a sudden he got to be too aggressive when he got the piece to follow the motto of just don't have to be
You
aggressive if
absolutely right,
5 minutes
brother.
in the game.
Just go. We should just go ahead. You absolutely right, bro. Just go ahead and bench him. Put in Penix. That'll solve it. We'll be a winning
I'm not
We'll be a
saying
winning
put penny.
franchise now.
I'm not saying put
Coach,
pennies
don't
in.
be
We good. We good.
condescending.
Just bench Kirk Cousins and put him in there.
No,
So we keep
no.
reverting back to Kirk Cousins, which is asinine to me because he is definitely not the main issue. Yet we continuously talk about him. That is blowing my mind. I
We
don't
Coach,
talk about
understand
other
it.
issues though.
now,
I
now,
don't get
now,
it.
now, this is look. When you look at the film,
Okay, John, we got it. He
no,
stares
no, I'm
receivers.
gonna, no, 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 ain't
Put
no
him on
woo
the
woo.
bench.
We got it. I want to use
I
the
got it.
English. I'm
I
gonna
got it.
use the English. I'm gonna use the
Okay,
English.
talk to them.
When you sit up and look at the film, if I was sitting with you and me, you, Tidy, Kirk Cousins was sitting right there on that couch that I got right here, and we sitting up here looking at the film, I'm gonna ask him, what are you doing? Do you see a problem here? Do you see a problem here? Okay. Now, thing is, he's been admitting, yes, I have made these mistakes. All right. You can't gloss over those things. I'm not blaming him entirely for the failures or successes of the team because
Me either.
as I said earlier tonight, the defense has been saving our bacon until we finally figured out that Kirk Cousins had kind of got over his Achilles injury, because that's what the talk was for weeks 1, 2, possibly week 3. Okay, that's what we were talking about. What's wrong with Kirk? Well, he can't move. He's still suffering that injury. It's still in his head. We were chronicling and we were talking about the fact that tissue injuries like that, knees, ankles, Achilles tendons, they still linger with you. You got to get it out. You got to heal it physically, and then you got to heal it mentally. All right. We went through this, but the thing is, we cannot ignore, gloss over, or minimize those things that have been pointed out to us on film. I can't do it. I can't do it
either.
I can't do it. Now, there are other things such as the offensive line itself, because last week, both ends of the offensive line folded up like lawn chairs under pressure. Okay. The defense has not been, not getting any pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. All right. They're being made to look like they're pedestrian, like Red said, elementary school defenses. That's part of it too. However, then this is a fact that you can't get around. The quarterback is the most important position on the football field. He is what makes the offense go by his decision making and by his play. So, to much given, much is required. And he's gonna get that. And I mean, if you're gonna divide smoke up, he's gonna get the lion's share of the smoke. He gonna get the lion's share of the smoke because of the fact that I can point to certain things. Same way I used to do with Matt Ryan. Okay, you can't take no sack, and you got the ball on the 22-yard line. You can't take no sack down there. You do what you got to do to get rid of the ball or do something. You can't take a sack. That's on you. Troy Aikman was hollering and cussing and fussing about it in the broadcast. Oh, and there are certain things that the quarterback having that responsibility, the quarterback being that important, the quarterback being the pivotal point. Yes, he's gonna get it. And it may not be fair, it may not be equitable, but son, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Fact. And the thing is, at the end of the day, Zach gets the smoke too. Shit, when the offensive line gets the smoke too when they messing up, especially in that Denver game, they get the smoke. The defense gets the smoke. Jimmy Lake get the smoke. Even Raheem the Dream gets the smoke. It's just the thing is, we cannot with this team point at just the coordinator when it comes to certain situations that puts the team in the bind. Sometimes the players put the team in the bind in some situations. And the thing is, at the end of the day, is that when you look at this team, it has many faults. First fault is, why run a 3-4 with a 4-3 personnel? I don't get it. I didn't understand it when Raheem said it, but I said, fuck it. Let's ride. Secondly, you got to look at Zach with these screens. These screens ain't set up for success. Okay, we move on from that. But in critical times, Zach has made the right play calling to put us in the best position to win. And it just comes to a simple fact. It is that some of the players on the team have to get the smoke at the end of the day too. We just can't point at one thing. We got to point at all things that's messing this team up. Am I lying or I'm speaking the truth?
I'm gonna add one more thing. You remember that? Well, I finally got that clip to play, Tidy, that I was trying to play. Y'all were trying to identify who it was, or Keith Armstrong. But one of the things. Oh, okay. But one of the things I wanted to make sure that I emphasized about in his rant was, you're being coached the right way. Do it the way I tell you to do it. Okay? Now, if you follow the coach's instructions and it falls apart, it's not on you. It's on coach. Coach, you didn't call the right play. Coach, this wasn't right. Okay? I did what you told me to do. All right? And see, this is what I'm saying. See, now, if you, and piggybacking on what James said, now, if you are placed in positions, you got to execute. Now, if you execute and you're not strong enough to execute, you attempt to execute and you're not strong enough to execute, okay, player, you need to get in the weight room. Player, you need some extra reps this week on that particular play. But if the play doesn't work because of the design of the play, because of the strategy behind the play, because of somebody just happened to outmaneuver you, which always happens offense versus defense. It always happens. All right. Then it's time for the coach to start getting on that whiteboard, on that Surface tablet, looking to see what was going on, looking to see how you can counteract what the offense is doing. It's a chess game. It's always a chess game. But when you are doing things that you know you don't have no doggone business doing, I can't smooth that over, and I can't stop talking about it. I can't, because it keeps happening. If it stopped, improvement this week because you didn't do this, improvement this week because you did that. But if you keep doing it, I'm sorry, the record is a broken record. It's stuck right there. You screwing up, you screwing up, you screwing up, you screwing up. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't praise you because you screwed up. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't ignore it at the same time. Because for the simple fact it is, at the end of the day, we are all Falcons fans. And we've been through this pain with this team for a long time. And we at a point that we need to start seeing some structure, and we need to start seeing some games being won, and convincingly. You can't be in a shootout with a bad team. That shit is annoying. Knowing that team is bad, but when they play the Falcons, they get up every time and they want, it's a game. Especially with the Carolina game.
Saw what happened last night with Cleveland and Pittsburgh. So you see what happened last night. Keep messing around, and you gonna get bit. Cause see, nobody didn't know it was gonna snow. Man, did you see that snow between the halftime and the end of the game last night?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh just messed up a whole half of football, not scoring, letting Cleveland hang around. Next thing you know, doggone elements changed on them. And see, thing here, you can't use the elements as no excuse, because hey, that's where football was born up there in Ohio with them lake effect snows and all that old crazy weather and all that type of stuff. But see, you can't let a sucker hang around.
Yeah, so James, you said something real key when you said structure. And that's why at this point, unless this team just like free falls the rest of the year, just totally fall off the map. That's really why at this point I'm not really pushing the agenda to like fire any coaches, because I've seen people say fire Raheem, and then if you fire Raheem, of course you're gonna hire a new coach next year, and that'll be 3 new coaches in 3 consecutive seasons. Excuse me. And you ain't building no structure by doing that, and then you're making it hard on yourself to hire a reputable coach. Because if you fire Raheem, you're gonna have a lot of mud on your face. Because then people gonna say, "Well, shit, Arthur Blank. Well, why you just didn't hire Bill Belichick when you had the chance?" So that's why we gotta like lose. What, we got 6 games left. We gotta lose like 4 out of the last 4 or 5 out of the next 6. In order for me, like, to be, you got to get rid of these coaches, man. Other than that, I'm gonna kind of be on that boat, give them one more season, let's see what we can do with that, because I just don't feel like constantly changing coaches is the right way to build a sustained winning team.
Yeah, you're right. It even boils down back to college, when college coaches are fired after 2 seasons. Or fired after even 1 season. You got to understand that it takes at least 3 years for them to build a structured team to see the forefront of what you're seeing. With the Falcons, it's like they go against the grain when it comes to hiring coaches, instead of going with the protocol.
Yeah,
Arthur Smith was a coach that basically got a job because of Derrick Henry. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because Derrick Henry under Arthur Smith told the ball almost 250, 260 in carries and stuff, and he basically put that team on his back. And he got a coaching position because of that. And we seen the lucky number of 7-10 for 3 years. We got to get in the mode of doing this extensive backgrounds with these coaches. Now with Raheem the Dream, that was an extensive background to me. Because for the simple fact he been with the Falcons before. They know who he is, they know what he about. They know that his second chance of becoming a coach was a long time coming. And I just think I think they hit the nail with Raheem. You just gotta give Raheem time to get his players in that he needs to see fit to his scheme. He basically came in to working a 3-4 with a 4-3 personnel because for the simple fact of cap issues for one. If you cut this player here, that dead money might hurt the team in the long run. So we got to keep this player for the next year and everything like that of that nature. And you just gotta let that man cook. And with the hiring of Jimmy Lake and the hiring of Zach Robinson, I didn't understand that first because I thought he should have took a little bit more time to hire the proper coordinators. But at hand, we stuck with them. Hell, let's ride it out. Let's see how they progress. Let's see how, when they get the right personnel in, how they progress as a team. To see how they build this team up. Hell, maybe, in the next year or two, we may be Super Bowl contenders based off what they build. He got Arthur Smith's team right now.
Right.
He has Arthur Smith's team. So they got to do what they got to do with their players to put on a winning season because, to be honest with you, Arthur Blank, he putting that pressure on them. They got to win. And we 6-5 right now, but I just hope the second half of the season go well. I'm going to end it at that.
Yeah, me too. Because to my surprise, we only a 1.5 point underdog against the Chargers. So Vegas, I thought the spread would be at least 4 points. So Vegas like, hey, y'all still got a good chance to win this game. And which we should coming off a bye, but I know, Chargers got a pretty good team. So we're going to play some of our best football of the year in order to get this victory. The Falcons desperately need this victory. We don't need to go 500.
No. We slipped to 500, man. Shoot, all kind of alarms gonna go off.
Right.
All kind of alarms gonna go off.
Can I just say something though?
Go ahead, Coach.
While I sat there and listened to 30 minutes of giving excuses and shit, I just want people to know Jim Harbaugh, first year head coach, record 7-3, got a banging team. Dan Quinn, first year head coach, 7-4, got a banging team. So I'm not understanding why I'm being told and why I'm hearing a whole bunch of excuses to get Raheem because he got somebody else's team, and these two coaches just got somebody else's team, and their team looks amazing. So I'm just trying to make that make sense.
Because trees grow at different speeds.
Oh, okay.
And yet
so we need. So you're saying we beat a little engine that could. Gotcha.
No, I said no. I said what I said.
I got you.
Not to paraphrase it.
I mean, wait, whoa.
He like to take my English. He like to take my English and change it into something else.
You thought you were talking about the smoking tree?
Say what?
I said, what is that, Coach? What did you get out of that statement from John?
The same thing I do with every statement. A peanuts teacher.
Nothing. See what I'm talking about. See, you know what? See, some of these airplanes are not gonna. We can't get that close to your head. Now, if they're gonna go over your head, I know they're gonna be way over there.
Anyway, John, I think I got your analogy. I think.
I mean. Yeah, now,
you said trees,
Jim Harbaugh,
trees grow at a different speed, right?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Jim Harbaugh.
Meaning coaches, some coaches they figure it out right away. Some it might take a couple of years, just like the guy in Buffalo.
Also, AA also read to James' point. What kind of team was left in San Diego when Harbaugh took it over? What kind of team was left in DC when Dan Quinn took it over? See, they might have had some quality pieces over there. Do we have quality pieces here up and down the roster in the trenches? We'll just say in the trenches. Do we have quality pieces in the trenches?
Not on defense.
Well, to your point, John, just look at what the guy in Buffalo did. I mean, you would think now his team is one of the tops in the league, but when he first got there, it took him a few years to get that Buffalo team vibe in the right.
And I can empathize with Coach on this. I'm jealous. I'm just as jealous as you are, Coach. Seeing these other teams, seeing those other teams hit the ground running like that. Oh, I'm jealous too. And I'm asking the same question. Why aren't we? But Tidy gave you the answer. You know,
Coach, Mike Smith, to John's analogy, Mike Smith hit the ground running. Raheem still got a 6-5 record at the bottom. Like Tidy said, we still, even though I know we are upset at the issues that we have, we still need to see how we finish this thing. It could finish bad. It could finish positive. I mean, like you said, 6-5 with 6 games left is really room. Like I say, sky's the limit. Really, just
sorry, Red. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Go ahead, John. What you got?
Tidy. And somebody remind me. I should have looked it up. But how did Jim Morris start off with Michael Vick?
Oh, Jim Morris.
Was that in 2024?
We went down.
2004.
2004.
Yeah, he started off real good. What were we 10-6 that year, I think?
11-5.
11-5?
Yeah.
11-5 the first year. Matter of fact, didn't we go to the NFC championship game that year?
Yeah.
Sure did. Against Philadelphia.
Was the NFC championship game that year? Okay.
Yeah.
Then things start, Greg Knapp started fumbling with stuff. Okay. And that's when we came out. We were the first team that had the read option offense. Okay. Our defense wasn't that good then, was it?
What year did you talk about?
2004.
2004. Michael Vick coming back from injury.
We talk about 20 years ago? Okay.
Yeah. We talking about the history of the National Football League. Well, I don't understand. Now that's something else I don't understand. Why is history limited to and something's brought up about something that has happened before? Why do people try to disqualify that history as though it being 20 years ago is not pertinent, not relevant, not able to be quoted as a fact?
Does that help the Atlanta Falcons in 2024?
Was this discussion talking about helping the Atlanta Falcons in 2024?
Well, I mean, we were talking about 2024.
No. We were talking.
I'm just trying to figure out why is it you always go down memory lane. Talk about this decade, bro.
No. Wait a minute. History, not memory lane. History.
It is memory lane. That's his. Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. History. Okay. History.
All right. See, go ahead.
Because you got over 100 years of football to refer to. And the same things have happened to many teams in those 100 years.
Now, to your point, John, about Jim Moore, we can all attest to that quick start as to him inheriting Dan Reeves' team. Because when he got his own players, you thought he went 8-8 and 7-9. When he got his players, he started bringing in and building around. That first team, that was Dan Reeves' team. That when he left the 5.
So let me talk his. Let me talk this decade then. Um, the reason why Dan Quinn is moving the way he's moving because he learned from his mistakes with this franchise. That's for one. For two, he operates at a different pace than he was with this franchise from the beginning. I watched a couple of. They have a couple shows on YouTube, and he operates very different from what he was doing from his second chance because he learned. And plus, he inherited a team that was really a quarterback away from being a contender in the first place because they got a solid running game, they got solid receivers, they had a solid offensive line. Only thing they was missing were pass rushes, and they went out and did that with the underlying pass rushes that they have now. And they have a solid secondary and a solid linebacker core. Jim Harbaugh was a successful coach before he left and went off to college in the first place with the 49ers, right? So he understands the establishment of having a successful team. So with that being said at hand, bro, that's why they moving how they moving right now. So Raheem the Dream, he's actually doing better in his first year than he did with the Bucks. To be honest with you, 6 wins.
Cause see now, like, and see this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying too about this. Just because you're having success right now, that does not mean that you are on the path to the championship, because you had many, many teams. Just like Cincinnati. They went to the Super Bowl. And what year was that? Burrow? Did they go to his second year? Because he got hurt the first year. The first year. Second year, went to the Super Bowl. Okay, lost. All right. Now, they scuffling, trying to get back there due to many different factors that are taking place. You know, Super Bowls are surprises. Super Bowls are surprises. Hey, the team, like when 49ers went the first time, when Dallas went the first time, when we went the first time and the second time. At the beginning of that season, we had no earthly idea that we were going to go to the Super Bowl. With all of the turmoil that was surrounding the team in 2015 with Matt Ryan and Kyle Shanahan fighting, we didn't know we were going to go to the Super Bowl, but we caught fire and we made it there. Same thing with the Giants, 2011, 2008. Same thing with a whole bunch of teams. You never know how you're going to end up. That's why I agree with you, Coach, about building a team from the foundation, building it right, having competent coaching, having good drafts, having good players out there, so that when you slip up and end up in there, it ain't a situation where, well, we not ready. We ain't ready. Hell, you got to dance with what brung you there, and you got to make something out of it. You know, so my thing is that the league, the 100 years of this league, tells me one thing: nothing is promised, nothing is off the table, nothing is impossible. And like I said, this game last night, okay, 8-2 versus 2-8. Man, look here. You had look on defense, on both sides of the ball. On defense, you had 13 men out there. You had the 11 players, you had the field, you had the wind, and you had the snow. 13 players on defense out there. I mean, look, and you didn't know one was coming until the second half. Ain't no telling what can happen in every game. That's why I said, look, the Skull Bowl made for 99 points. Go get them, because you might need every last one of those points.
Yo, did y'all pay attention to how Brandon Dorless played this last game?
I didn't even know he got in. I'm glad they finally started to play these guys. What'd he do?
He got in. He had probably maybe 6 or 7 plays, but what I was gonna say, man, when he was in there, He looked pretty damn good, man. He was getting off the ball fast. He was using his hands. He had good technique. In all honesty, it kind of made me wonder, like, why it took 11 games to get this guy off the bench. Because he looked pretty good. If y'all get a chance, just go back and look at his plays when he got in. He was flashing. Damn near every play he played, he was flashing. I think he had like probably 2 tackles too.
I'm not gonna look at that.
But you know,
I'm gonna look at that to myself.
They look for tackles for losses and they look for sacks.
I think it's just. But when you're a rookie, it's different certain levels of learning that you have, and he's just finally getting it now. It may take 11 games, but he just finally getting it.
I mean, if you say this year one with Terry, well, this the regime then. So all these guys are babies right now. So okay, I mean, I can rock with that if that's what it really is. I mean, really, the only person he even the first 3 years, man, you ain't drafted but one player. You can even say it. That's Tyler Algier. So I just get out with the McKay then. And I just say Terry starting over year one. McKay. Want McKay in charge then?
Yeah, that was reporting to McKay at the time.
Okay, but then I'll get Tyler Algier to McKay then. And I'll say it's year one with Terry.
They reporting out the blank now.
Well, I got to see some of these players. I got to see what Trice do when he come back from injury. You say Dorless did okay? All right, I trust you, Tidy. And y'all say Root was doing okay before he got hurt. So
Root looked pretty good when he got hurt too.
Well, we might have a little nucleus, but we got to see it on the field, and we still got 6 games left. I mean, like I say, I know why Coach is the way he is, but we still got 6 games left, Coach. So we don't know how it's gonna end. Right now, it look like it's gonna end pretty bad, especially with that defense you got out there. But like I say, you get in the playoffs, and we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. Somebody might get hurt for another team. Somebody might get upset, knocked out before we get. You just don't know. That's why I said we don't know because we ain't been in the playoffs in 6 years. That's why I want to at least win this division, get that home playoff game, and let's take it from there.
Coach bring a uniqueness to his debating skills, and I really appreciate it because for some fact, I used to jump on that broadcast. I say a few words, and you won't hear from me for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
I know, Jay. Coach got you talking a lot today.
It's been like this for the past 2-3 weeks.
So now, Helms and Rororo are coming back after the bye, correct?
I don't know, are they? I'm not sure.
Somebody had said that Rororo and Helms will be eligible to come back after the bye.
Well, we need help on defense. If they bring some help,
I think they'll be in the clear, but it's still on a time frame when they will come back. I think they'll be eligible after the bye week, but it's really deemed to how they
be healthy enough.
Yeah. Basically.
He'll take
because the center down, he off IR, but we haven't seen him yet either, though.
Dahlman off IR.
Dahlman off IR. And practicing, he been practicing what for the last 2 weeks, Tidy?
Yeah, he might be back in that charge today. He was supposed to play last week, but I think they set him out. I guess it was 1 week before the bye. They said, "Well, they're going to sit you down 1 more week, and then the bye is after that." So
I think. Go ahead.
You got some highlights of Dorless?
I found one player, but go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna pick it back out there. Like I think. I can't say his name, but Ruru, he should be back soon.
I just call him
Ruru. That's close.
That's what his name is. I call him Root.
That's him right there, Tidy.
Yeah, this him right here. He
That's
don't make.
Dorless.
Yeah, he don't make the play, but y'all just watch how he keeps moving. He moving. That's one thing I hadn't seen a lot from this D line. Is somebody just constantly constantly moving, pursuing to get to the football. This was stood out about him when I went back and watched the tape. Just watch him. Still raw in his technique, but just watch him keep moving, big man, keep moving, find a ball, pursue. You know, it's just little stuff like that we ain't had a lot of this year.
Cause see, we get stood up. You see how they get stood up right there on that left side of the line. Watch the left side of the line.
John, watch the rookie, man. Watch the rookie.
Oh, I saw the rookie. I saw what Tyler was saying. But I was comparing him to what was happening to the rest of our players. We get stood up and we hand fighting, standing in one spot.
That's just great offensive line technique, though. At the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why are you sitting there playing patty cake with somebody and the damn ball's on the other side of the field? Fool, get off the block and go get the ball.
Yeah. I would tell you why, Red, but I'll tell you next year.
Go, coach. Don't do that. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you next year, because by then they'll have 2 years and they'll have their people, and you know they'll be able to fix the issues that are supposed to be fixed in day one. But I'll tell you next year why they're playing patty cake.
Now we got pressure on the outside from both rushers on the outside and getting in right here. This would have been a sack that we could have got these guys to do anything. Watch both outside guys.
Look how wide open that man. There's nobody within 5 or 6 yards of that man that caught the ball.
Try to see any more plays with Dorless in there.
Man, I don't see this defense gonna make me puke, man. I don't see enough of this trash. Man, this defense is horrible, man. Horrible. And Jimmy Lake, man, talking about
now wait a minute.
Work in progress. Boy, if this defense look like this next year, I don't even want it to look like this in the playoffs. Man, I want this thing fixed by the Chargers game, but I know it ain't.
Now, hold right there, Tidy. Now, you see number 55 coming up on the left side of the screen. He's coming up to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to blitz. Now, just watch him.
Blitz? Oh, Lord. I can promise you he didn't get there.
No, because that two-step he made.
Linebackers never get down. That's why he stopped blitzing so much with them.
That's what I'm saying. These linebackers we got can't get no blitz. Why are we running it wet? You run a 3-4 when you got linebackers that can actually get to the quarterback. When we don't, which we don't, then you don't need to be running no 3-4. You need to be running a 4-3. Hell, you need to be running a 5-2. You need to be running a...
Let me count with it. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay. All right.
But in reality, like in today's NFL, man, like teams don't be in their base defense about 20-25% of the time. They mostly all be in some kind of nickel.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the pick and roll in basketball. That's what everybody does, and they do variations off of that. Oh boy.
But to answer your question, Red, it's because of how he draws his blitzes up. Unless Caden Ellis is on the field, his blitzes have been incredibly ineffective all year.
Yeah, Ellis to me ain't that effective either. I mean, he get there maybe once out of 5 blitzes from Ellis. He might get there once. So that's what, 20% of the time. Look. Oh, we ain't got nobody.
It is what it is.
We don't have nobody.
I mean, I just, the for me, it's the way the teams can just screen the Falcons to death, but it's a lack of execution that just blows my mind. They screened the Falcons absolutely to death. Denver screened us to death the whole game.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Man, it's awful. Who is that checking him? 24. Man,
I can't front though, Red. This is just a good ass catch. You can't blame AJ on this because he right there. Sometimes the offense gonna win.
Let me see. Let me look at it again.
He where he's supposed to be.
Okay. All right. He was still trailing them, and
he put the ball right where it needed to go.
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes the offense gonna win too.
Well, Bo Nix a rookie quarterback, and he won a lot.
Yeah,
we got. See, on our defense, y'all, we give players confidence. We got them. We had them Denver guys out there, doing first down gestures. They going. I know you saw them going for it on like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. They ain't have no respect for our defense. They're like, man, I don't care what it is on 4th down. We going for it on these sorry jokers because they ain't stopping nothing. I told you. They can't stop. The Falcons couldn't stop.
Who is 35 on our team?
Somebody's sorry. They need to be cut.
Who is 35? Is that Natron?
Let me see.
I'm not
Natron
sure.
Brooks. I think that's
Natron. We brought him up from the practice squad.
Look how. I think that Brooks. Look how this boy pursuing. I be trying to find people that at least giving effort. I see effort on this play.
Okay, that was.
Oh yeah. I saw him. Yeah.
He trying to make a play.
You see how fast he going. That's how fast our linebackers need to be going to the quarterback. They need to be going at that speed. Not, let me see if it's a little gap I can sneak through type of speed. And when you don't, you get it. Man, I don't know what they teaching these. I don't know what they teaching our front. Our secondary is solid, but I don't know what the hell they teaching our front seven.
That is
right there.
Natron.
He's from secondary. That's why he's so fast.
That is Natron.
That's Natron.
Okay, I thought so. He played good in preseason too, though.
So that's why he's so fast. We need to have him going for the quarterback with that speed.
That's a good play.
Now look at Judon. Why you out there on the pass? What is you doing out there on the flat playing pass coverage, man? We got you in here to rush the quarterback. See, that's another thing, Jimmy Lake. You're not putting your players in position to win. Judon, watch this. Look what Judon do.
Red. Watch the play. He doing what he's supposed to do, Red. Watch the play. This a veteran. Watch what he doing. He know what the play is. Screen, okay. He see it. And he made the play. That's what he's supposed to do.
I was talking about the play before he actually did do that. You did something on that play.
No, this the same play.
Yeah, he got off his block. Oh, okay. We got off his block. That was a good tackle. Okay.
I ain't standing on offense. I just want to see defense.
2 sacks from Judon. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't take that contract, buddy. I'm glad we didn't offer you one. You might be one and done with us. You can bring Jimmy back.
All right, here go play with Doylers. Let's see what the Rick could do. Okay, you got sucked in, but at least you kept fighting a little bit, Rick. I can go for that.
Yeah, so they sucked his ass in quick.
Yeah, they sucked him in.
Yeah, they took him completely out to play.
Yeah,
no room. But hey, maybe he already got respect then. They were like, man, that's a big guy, and we're gonna make sure he don't do nothing, y'all. Everybody else, they trash. They ain't gonna do that. Let's get this Doyless kid out to play.
See, look at him on this play. Like he keep moving. Watch his hands. He good with his hands too. Get out the block. Get out. There you go. Find the ball. Find the ball, big man. There you go.
Yeah.
What number Doyless wearing?
54. He right there by the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, see, the guys we got in this draft, I'm gonna get them a few years to show me something. I'm talking about these other trash players that been on the team for 2 and 3 years, like the Ebby Katie's, Zach.
Now he shared that block. He shared that block and made number 50 for Denver fall on his face.
Who you talking about, John?
Dorless. Run it again. Oh, okay, watch this. Watch this. See how he shared him?
Yeah. Like I say, he good with his hands. That one thing I noticed about him. He is good with his hands, especially for Ricky. He would have made the play if they'd have ran up his hole.
Oh, man. He missed him. 99 missed him.
Yeah.
99 missed him.
No, they ain't graded.
Look at that. He missed it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Dorless sucked him in for 99 to make the play.
Yeah, he funneled him over there. Doggone Joe funneled him over there.
Like I say, man, this is hard.
I got a question. What is the realistic, Toddy? What's your realistic prediction for the rest of the year?
I'm gonna stick with my original. I'm gonna stick with
I mean, I'm saying just these next 6-7 games. What do you think in those 7 games? What do you think the record will be?
4-2.
But 2 losses being to who?
I think we're gonna lose one of these next games, so that'll be. I'm gonna just say Minnesota, and then probably Washington, because I think we play in Washington.
I actually think we're gonna win the Minnesota game because Kirk going back home. Sam Darnold, I predict that game he probably turned the ball over a couple of times because he ain't been playing that well lately. And I think Falcons will probably beat Minnesota. And we're probably gonna need to anyway.
What the best defense in the league?
Say it again.
I was asking Red. You're saying with the best defense in the league?
That's the Eagles got the best defense.
Chargers got the best defense.
Oh, well, they were ranked number 1. When did they fall off number 1?
Eagles got a number 1 defense.
They got number 1. No, you score. You can get the Vikings defense if we bring out 8 games. If Kirk have his 8 games, you can get the Vikings defense. They good, but they not unbeatable now.
Oh, that's Penix there, right?
Yeah.
No, let me see some of them plays.
He put that ball out there. He put that.
You got
ball
to play where you threw the ball.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back.
He put that ball on, buddy.
If that was a starting wide receiver, that's probably gonna be a catch.
Play it from that side. Because I want to see something.
That's a good ass throw, boy.
Right on the
I'm wondering why somebody ain't said something about what he just did, though.
What'd he do?
Play it again.
What, he stared him down?
Watch his head.
No, he didn't stare him down.
Watch his head.
He didn't stare him down. He didn't stare him down.
Okay, he did.
He didn't stare him down. Watch his head. Watch his head. He looking to the left,
look to the right,
then look to the right, and then releases the ball.
Oh, okay.
Run it back real slow so we can see this molasses.
Oh Lord, Toddy, you better do Toddy, what you better do? Slow motion? Man, do the Matrix. That's the Matrix speed.
This boy is wild.
Now look, watch it.
Oh my goodness!
I can't see Look at that. He looked to the right.
Yeah,
look to the left.
He looked to the left.
The same thing the other one does, but
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I know. It's I know
no,
the
it's
reason.
not. No, it's not.
Different,
and
but
coach,
right.
and you know better than that, coach. You know better than that.
I know. You're right. I do.
You know better than that.
But you said
he looked over there, then he looked there.
Red, I understand. I know what he did. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I made the point to say something.
And what you said was erroneous.
Okay. Just like every time you open your mouth to say something about it.
Nope. And the film will bear me out. That is not staring. That's the same thing that Bill Walsh used to tell Joe Montana. Look one way coming out of the huddle or coming out from under center, and then look and throw where you get ready to throw. There ain't no look passes being thrown in the NFL except by Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
That's actually his third progression.
Yeah,
I'm ready for this kid to start playing, man. I'm done. What you done? I'll just play. I'll let Kirk play, but man, I want this kid.
See, now the play before. Look at that. See, man, I'm trying to figure out what coach. You see the man head just turn.
I see it all. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I see it all the time. You just be talking out the side of your neck when you say that what he doing.
That pass that we both watched last week, where he stared Drake London down, and Honey Badger came and picked the pass off because he knew exactly where he was going with it. That was staring at the receiver.
Yeah, that play definitely was staring him down.
Now I'm trying to figure out what coach talking about. Now see, you might need to get a doggone air freshener in that room because see, all that smoking you doing in there because I can't see you on camera because usually it be looking like a damn choo-choo train in your room. Leave that stuff alone.
Oh my God, y'all look crazy. Maybe because I'm smoking too, I'm laughing so much, man. Y'all crazy. I know I'm ready to see Michael Penis play. How long I gotta wait, man?
Yeah, 2 years. You got a little way.
Yeah, you got
a little ways to go.
Oh man.
See that? When he looked, the ball gone. When he look over there. Oh, watch.
Yeah, let me see that play tight. Okay, let me see. Boom.
See that?
Ooh, yeah, and it's accurate too.
He'd have busted his hands off his wrist if he hadn't caught it.
Man.
Got a nice
velocity. Stop teasing me, man. Okay, I'm ready for this kid to play, and now you're teasing.
I'm not. Let him develop. Ain't no rush.
Yep.
Ain't no need to
Ain't no rush at all.
Man, if he develops,
let that man develop.
This, he gonna be damn near Brady got one cap, man. And then, okay, see, we gotta keep our. And speaking of rumors, John,
ain't no reason to put him in here too fast.
Right, but speaking of rumors, John, has anybody heard the Zach Robinson head coach rumors?
Oh yeah. You heard about that, Taddy?
I just seen somebody write an article about it. I didn't put no credence in it.
I ain't gonna read the article. I saw the link to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know, cause I asked the question. Cause see, when somebody posted it in Bird Gang, I asked the question: what team needs a head coach? Is desperate for a head coach.
I mean, Jacksonville gonna need one.
The Jets.
The Saints gonna need one. Jets gonna need one. Saints
man, look. Okay, now that you all mentioned the Jets. If we fire Raheem Morris, we will be in the same predicament as the Jets because the Jets are a joke. Their front office is a joke. They got a team, but their front office is a joke. Woody Johnson firing the man, and then the Jets are a joke.
He just fired the GM this week.
That's who it was. Okay. He fired the coach and then fired the GM. Now, why? Well, everybody's asking why.
The thing was that the GM, I didn't understand why he fired the GM because the GM was in the last year of his contract. So I wouldn't understand why it was you fire him now when you just go through the end of the season and just don't retain him. Yeah, I didn't understand why they fired him in the first place.
That's free money.
Pretty much. He getting all
that's free money. That man sitting at home collecting a paycheck and you know, don't have to worry about it no more.
Yeah.
Nice work if you can get it.
But they got Phil Savage in there right now.
And then Jones. Man, I mean, these New York teams, both of them messed up. Daniel Jones, that you paid $100 and something million to, you let him go. Now, okay.
No, he asked to be let
go. Did he quit the team? Did Daniel Jones quit the team?
He got released or something, didn't he? I ain't really followed that story too much.
They both mutually parted ways.
No,
did he go and ask for a trade?
He wanted to be released, and they wanted to release him, so they mutually decided to part ways.
Okay, now they benched him. Now they benched him. Okay, then now I was seeing same type of articles Coach was seeing about that other matter, talking about the Daniel Jones experiment is over in New York, this and that and this and that and this and that. Then a couple of days later, Daniel Jones goes and requests a trade. Okay, he requests the trade. New York did not say anything about trading. He made the first step. He requested a trade. They talked about it, and both of them said, like Coach said, it'd be in mutual interest of everybody to, you know, part ways. Now, would you qualify that as quitting the team?
You asking me?
Anybody want to grab a hold of that
one? No, not really, because the team had pretty much quit him. That was it. He was done. They were moving on. They pretty much said, you were fourth string. You pretty much not even going to be wearing a uniform on the sideline anymore. And to make matters worse, and I don't know, I'm hearing.
Now, Red, did they say, wait a minute, Red, did they say all of that?
He had been demoted to fourth string. He was not getting any reps at quarterback anymore at practice. Now, the next two things I'm about to tell you, I can't confirm. It's just what I heard.
Okay.
I heard Brian Daboll ripped off his captain emblem in front of everybody in the locker room. That I can't confirm.
Oh, hell no.
That's what I heard now, John. Somebody told me that. I can't confirm.
Wait a minute.
Now,
Wait a minute. Now, let me see. James might be old enough. Tidy might be old enough. Did y'all ever see that show Branded with Chuck Connor when he came back in the fort after the fight and they started tearing stuff off of him, broke his sword in front of him and tore all this stuff and then opened the doors of the fort and let him go on out there by himself?
I don't remember that.
Man, man. That's the first thing I thought about. Branded, known as the one who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man? Oh, man, that's what I thought about. Because, hey, now, Red, if he had tore that thing off of that man in front of him, we'd have been fighting right there in the damn locker room. We'd have been on the floor.
Yeah, but see that, we talking about Daniel Jones. I mean,
Danny Dimes.
And we all know when it comes to heart and passion and just, I love the game like no other. We don't see that in him. So that could be. I mean, I'm not saying it is, but I can't confirm it. But I wouldn't necessarily deny it. I don't think it could have happened. I don't think Danny was gonna get in his coach's face and say, "Hold on, man, don't you embarrass me like that in front of my teammate." Now the second rumor, Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me tell you the second thing I heard. Now, this one I can kind of confirm. He was taking reps at practice on the defensive side as a safety. Doing practice. Not as quarterback, as a safety. Now, this is even our own radio station was reporting this. So, 92.9 heard it. This man came from New York. So, yeah, they had this man at practice on defensive. Matter of fact, I'm not even thinking, and I'm not even sure it was on the regular practice squad. I mean, regular team, it could have been on the practice squad he was playing safety. Not even with the regular team, the practice squad.
Man, that's how
it's bad. And see, that's why I believe that Rip the Captain emblem off story, because both stories pretty much are embarrassing this man, and both stories pretty much are yanking away his manhood and embarrassing him in front of his teammates to the point where I can understand why he walked in the owner's office today asking for his release. So you see why I'm saying how I can kind of believe both stories, because if that, like what you said, happened in the locker room, he ain't gonna confront the coach in front of his players. He ain't gonna challenge the coach to a fight. He'll take it. He'll take it and take it home, think about it and think about it. Then he come back to practice the next day. Oh no, Danny. No, you practicing with the practice squad. No, you playing not even on offense. You playing defense, safety. So just get out there and just act like you're doing something. That's strike 2. Ain't gonna be no strike 3. I'm packing my shit. I'm going up to the office. I'm asking for my fucking release. That's why I think. I mean, does that make sense to you?
I see the dots connecting, because I remember Hostetler didn't. Hostetler. Cause Bill Parcells, Hostetler didn't even know he was going to be playing. Cause him and Bill, he thought Bill Parcells hated him.
He did,
and it was something that he did to Hostetler that humiliated him too. Cause you remember now, Parcells didn't have no problem hollering and yelling at anybody. Cause I remember he used to get Phil Simms in there. Let me run the game, Simms. Just like that, man. But firing Raheem Morris, cause see, let me answer this question before I continue. Are the Falcons still paying Arthur Smith?
Probably. I think this might be the last year. I want to say he had a 5-year deal. I think I read somewhere.
Okay. So, all right. You paying a coach that you fired, Arthur Smith. You fire Raheem Morris, you paying 2 coaches. Then you got to pay this coach that you about to hire. So you got 3 doggone coaches on the payroll. That's about bad as baseball. Cause I remember who is this player that's still getting he's getting a
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah. Bobby Bonilla, this man's still getting paid. How long you been retired?
About 20 years.
Long time, about 20 years, man.
Yeah. I think he retired. He retired after that Marlins team won the championship.
So,
John, I don't know how reliable this is, but I found one article say he signed a 6-year contract.
That Arthur Smith did.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Like I said, I don't know how reliable it is.
Because now in the NBA, sometimes you can work it out to where the new team assumes the previous team's salary. Okay. I didn't know whether you did that in football or not with head coaches and stuff like that. You possibly could, but I'm not really sure. But I don't need 3 head coaches on the payroll. It's not going to affect your salary cap, but it just doesn't make any doggone sense. about as much sense as those 10 general managers that we had at one time.
Right.
You know, didn't make no sense. So I mean, see, whatever it is that's going to have to be done, and see, this is the time to do it in the bye week. In the bye week, this is the time to do it. You're already 7-point underdogs anyway, and you're gonna lose this week. So whatever changes that you need to make or adjustments or whatever, you know, this is the time to do it. You know, because you remember, because I mean, every bye week for the past 3 weeks, we were either trying to fire a coach or change a quarterback, one of the damn two. You remember? Everybody for the past 3 years in the bye week, we're trying to do one of those two things. And okay, since our defense is our real Achilles heel, if there are any changes to be made or any adjustments to be made, permanent adjustments to be made to improve the defense, this is the time to get it done. And when the players get back, and Coach and James, y'all gonna have to help me on this one. Can you install 4-3 concepts in a span of 2 weeks? I mean, not an entire playbook, but some type of concepts.
It could be 4-3 concepts out of a 3-4 scheme, yeah. As far as like sub packages and things like that of that nature. But in the 2-week span, depends on what they try to install. If they try to add maybe 1 or 2 packages that has a 4-3 concept in it, then yeah. But if they a full install of it, I don't see it.
Because see, I'm kind of thinking that we're committed to the path. You know, we are committed to this path now because, you know, only got 6 games left.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see them installing the full entire defense. Like I said, you just gonna have to install some packages, some plays, or just yeah, we stuck now. We got to keep it going, but you're gonna have to make some type of adjustment. You just can't keep running the same thing out there and thinking all of a sudden now you're gonna start getting tackles for losses. You're gonna start ranking up sacks. You got to do something. You can't have the middle of the field. Number one, well, I ain't gonna tell the man how to do his job, but I know he ain't doing his job. But if you want my advice, how about a little bump and run sometime? How about having the man play maybe 5 yards off to 10 yards off? I mean, dog, dude. I mean, if they need like a 3rd and 4, it's just a 1-2 quick turn for the receiver, and they got it just that quick, and nobody even in it, nowhere close to get them. Like that, at least like with Pittsburgh, and they Cleveland tried to do that little slant pay. At least soon the man caught the ball, bam, he got cracked, man. I'm talking about cracked. He ain't drop it, but the man was right there. Oh man, yeah. It ain't nobody nowhere in sight when they run slant plays on us. Hot routes, man, please. Might well make be a hot touchdown because ain't nobody in sight. We don't have defenders in sight sometime in these plays. Like, as soon as they catch the ball, you might well add 3 or 4 yards to it because ain't nobody there.
Yeah. I hear music. All right, I guess.
Oh, man, music. Oh, my bad. That's it.
Good. Lights good. The lights then came on.
Well, look, y'all. Look, the audience. I hope this defense, Chargers, we better be ready, man. We better be ready to. They catch that ball, bam, right there, crack them right there. You know, we used to lead the NFL in not allowing yards after catch. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we dead last in the category now.
All right. Well, with that said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this Friday's edition of the Waffle House. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Appreciate everybody in the chat for coming in. Everybody on the panel coming in. As we always do, we'll go around the horn and shout out your social media, your shows, or just any projects you're working on. So, Coach, if you still with us, you want to go ahead and kick it off?
Yeah, I mean, as always, you can.
He kicked himself off.
Kicked himself out, literally. All right. Well, James, what about you?
You can catch me on Atlanta Bird Gang. Catch me on the eye test with John, Red, and Mr. Tighter and Coach on every Wednesday. You could James Holloway on social media if you want to find me. If you want to find me on Facebook.
All right, John, it's on you, my brother.
Yes, that aforementioned show that James was talking about, the obscure show called The Eye Test. We hiding under the radar. We gonna peep out and bust out on you. The Eye Test on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock. The best late night sports arguing and social media and topic arguing show on YouTube, Facebook. Appreciate you letting me come in and play in the yard tonight, Tyler, and for my friend and my co-host Winston Thornton. Hey, appreciate the love from everybody.
Always. All right, Red, take us home, sir.
Appreciate that, man. Well, in about 8 hours, maybe 7.5, you guys can tune in to the Red and Real Sports Show episode. It's late night, like I say, another late night show. Tight, I appreciate you having me on the Waffle House tonight, man. John, I appreciate you having me on the Eye Test. Like I say, Eye Test Wednesdays, Waffle House Fridays, Red and Real Sports Show Saturdays at 11 a.m. You know how we do it, y'all. We all content creators. Around.
Yes, sir. And again, I want to thank everybody that came up on the panel. Appreciate it as always. Definitely a special shout out and thank you to the chat. Make sure to check out Red tomorrow on his show at 11 a.m. Make sure to check out John and Winston on their show on Wednesday at 10 p.m. And God willing, we'll be back here Friday night. Until then, peace. Gone.
Peace.
Later, fellas.
Yes, sir.